welcome to the Silver Diamond Baseball Complex for today's contest between the Newberry Wolves and your Carson-Newman Eagles. A reminder that Carson-Newman and the NCAA promote good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, racial, or sexist comments or other intimidating actions directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the site of competition. Also, the consumption or possession of alcoholic beverages at the site of competition is prohibited. We thank you in advance for your cooperation. At this time, we ask that you please rise. Gentlemen, remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem. Now let's meet the starting lineups. First for Newberry. Leading off in center field, number 1, Donovan Ford. In right field, number 6, Jacob LeBron. In left field, number 10, Cade Fairclough.
Hello and welcome to the Silver Diamond Baseball Complex here on the campus of Carson-Newman University. The Eagles ready to play host to the Newberry Wolves here in the SAC opening series. Ryan Wilkes with you here on the Eagles Sports Network as the Eagles look to get back on track after dropping a midweek game to Lee just a couple days ago. Eagles come out to take on the preseason South Atlantic Conference favorites in the Newberry Wolves this afternoon. The Eagles going with Noah Pridmore on the mound. Let's get in the starting lineups. First for Newberry. Leading it off, the center fielder, number 1, Donovan Ford, batting second. In right field, number 6, Jacob LeBron, batting third. In left field, number 10, Cade Fairclough. Behind the plate, batting fourth, number 8, Rhett Jolly. Batting fifth at first base is number 15, Henry Gibson. At third base, batting sixth, number 17, Jesse Free. Batting seventh at second base, number 3, Cooper Gentry. Batting eighth, the designated hitter, number 38, Luke Compton. And batting ninth, the shortstop, number 4, KJ Leshko. We'll get into the Eagles starters here in just a few minutes. But Carson-Newman ready to roll. On the mound is Noah Pridmore to start this one off. And Donovan Ford will step into the box. Pridmore, a 5.52 ERA, 1-1 in 2 games pitched, 3 games started. Is accountable for a win and a loss in 14 2/3 innings pitched so far. Righty-righty matchup to start this one as Pridmore winds up, looks home to Castellana. He'll deal the first offering. It's in there for strike 1. So Newberry in the red jerseys with the white and gray sleeves this afternoon. Carson-Newman wearing the home blues with the navy blue font. Here's another 1 pitch to Ford. He lifts it towards right field. McLean going back, a ball that's carrying to the wall, and it's caught. Dalton McLean, a play on the run. Slight breeze out today, so Ford carried that one deep to right, and McLean makes a play for out number 1. Going around the Eagles infield, as you see that one just continue to lift. Harrison Travis at first base. Cole Nathan getting back-to-back starts. He's at second. At shortstop, it's Aiden Gibson. Third base, Logan Floyd. And right, it's Dalton McLean. In center, Trey Miller. And in left, James Denton. Stepping up to the plate, Jacob LeBron. As the left-handed hitter awaits the first pitch, it's outside for ball one. One down here, top of the first on a beautiful sunny afternoon here in Jefferson City, Tennessee. As Newberry comes into this one 3-8 on the year, not the start they were looking for. As the South Atlantic Conference favorite, this one chopped towards short. Gibson scoops it up on a hop, throw to first in time for out number 2. 6-3 put out for the second out of the frame as Cade Faircloth will step in. No one on and 2 away in what's been a breezy first couple batters for Noah Pridmore. Just got on top of that one, did LeBron out to short as he's retired. Nice play by Gibson to get it over to Travis in time for the second out. Pridmore back in the windup, looks home. First pitch of the at-bat, clips the inside corner for strike one. Faircloth hitting .361 on the year, 13 hits, 8 RBIs, 2 walks and 4 strikeouts, so good stuff from the junior left fielder so far this year. The 0-1 pitch, squares around a bump, pops it up. Castellana can't quite get back to it in time, but the count moves 0-2. So Newberry's rocky start, it's been due to a challenging slate. As you see, Faircloth just underneath that one, pops it up right behind the plate. Looked like Castellana had a chance to make a play, but couldn't get back to it in time. But Newberry went to face number 3 Tampa and was swept, getting outscored 44-5, but a challenging start to the year as this one lifted out to right. It'll get down for a base hit. Faircloth rounds first. He'll pull up there, throw back to check on him. Nice job to back it up by Castellana as it got over the head of Travis. But a 2-out single for Cade Faircloth. First hit of the afternoon for Newberry. Puts a runner on first with 2 down for Rhett Jolly. See Faircloth a little bit too anxious out there on the base pass. Almost got caught up, but was able to get back ahead of the throw. Runner on first and 2 down. Pridmore looking for a scoreless top of the first in the stretch for the first time this afternoon. He'll look over to first, not in time. Speedy move on the mound from Pridmore, just not able to get Faircloth over at first as Rhett Jolly, 286 hitter on the young season, awaits the first pitch of the at-bat. Pridmore will fire, outside corner, called strike one. So to preview the Eagles starters, we talked about the defensive alignment. Dalton McLean will lead it off for Carson-Newman. Will Gibbs batting second. James Denton batting third. So the first 3 due up for the Eagles. We'll talk about the rest here in just a moment as Pridmore sets, fires the 0-1, gets the outside corner again on the off-speed, strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes to Rhett Jolly. So these 2 teams will face off today, 1 game, and then tomorrow a 9 and a 7 double header. Before Newberry leaves Jefferson City, it's another look over to first. Faircloth back in time. Talked about Newberry's tough start to the year. Again, going to face number 3 Tampa. It's no easy test here early in the year, but Newberry also 0-3 in the South Atlantic Conference. As this one fouled off right side, count remains no balls and 2 strikes. Newberry lost a 13-inning game in the season opener to Francis Marion. Only got 1 in that 3-game series. Did get a 9-7 midweek win over Catawba. That will not count towards the league standings, but got swept by Wingate at home. Newberry is coming off a top 5 victory on the road over number 2 North Greenville, so coming into this one with a little bit of momentum as Pridmore leaves this one low. Good block by Castellana behind the dish to hold Faircloth at first base. As the count sits at 1 ball and 2 strikes. As I mentioned, beautiful afternoon, about 60 degrees here at first pitch, but it is breezy, a slight breeze moving out towards right center field. Saw that play roll on Donovan Ford's fly ball. That was caught, but it did carry as the 1-2. Blown away, ball 2. On deck for the Wolves, Henry Gibson in the hole, Jesse Free. as Newberry looks to make some little two-out magic here with 2 down in the top of the first, no score. 1 hit on the Cade Faircloth single. He's aboard first to 2-2. Low and away, ball 3. Nice job by Jolly in the box to hold up on that one. Looked like for a second he was going to go after it there, but does not, as count moves full. Quick 2 outs for Pridmore, but since then a single and now a full count against the Wolves catcher and Rhett Jolly. Pridmore sets, takes a look home to Castellana. He'll deal the payoff pitch, and a stoppage by the field umpire. They're going to call a pitch clock violation, and that will award Rhett Jolly first base. So that pitch was fouled off, but Pridmore takes a little too long to get out of his hands, and now first and second. As Faircloth advances to second, Jolly aboard first for Henry Gibson. Gibson hitting just 167 so far this year through 11 games. As the lefty steps into the box, Pridmore sets and fires home. That one gets the outside part of the plate for strike 1. So Jesse Free on deck, Cooper Gentry in the hole as we approach the heart of the order here, 5, 6, 7. No balls and 1 strike the count. Faircloth leads off second, Jolly off first. The pitch is outside, ball 1. Castellana did a decent job there behind the dish trying to pull that one back in, but couldn't pull it in quite enough as the count moves 1 ball and 1 strike. The left-handed hitter awaits the 1-1. Pridmore sets at the belt and deals. This one outside as well, ball 2. So taking a look back at the Lee midweek game over there in Cleveland, Tennessee a couple days ago. Carson-Newman got out on top with 3 runs and also had a lead of 4-2. But the Flames, 9 unanswered runs in that one to take it 9-4 in the later part of the game. Here's a 2-1. Swing and a miss on the fastball, strike 2. Gibson well behind that one as he couldn't quite catch up to it. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. Pridmore looks for a scoreless top of the first. Hasn't come as easy as it looked through the first 2 hitters of the Newberry order. As a 2-2, swung on a miss, strike 3. Noah Pridmore shows some emotion on the mound as he strands runners on first and second, and we're scoreless heading to the bottom of the first right here on the Eagle Sports Network.
Don't know what to wear on game day? Head over to shopseeandeagles.com for all of your Carson-Newman athletics gear. You can find clothing from Adidas, Columbia, Nike, and Under Armour to cover you from head to toe. ShopSeeingEagles.com also has duffel bags, backpacks, jewelry, pet supplies, and gifts. Don't waste any more time. Prove you are the ultimate Carson-Newman fan with the official gear of the Eagles at ShopSeeingEagles.com. Visit today.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long, from the morning with her $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Ryan Wilkes back with you here on the Eagle Sports Network as Noah Pridmore gets the punch out to end the top of the first. Newberry strands 2 after a 2-out base hit and a walk that put runners on first and second. Pridmore gets Henry Gibson to offer at it and miss for the 3rd out of the inning. As now we'll see Newberry starting arm. It's number 23, Tyler Chinpire. So as he's warming up, let's go through the Eagles starting 9. As I mentioned, Dalton McLean will lead it off. Batting second, Will Gibbs, the designated hitter, and left, James Denton batting 3rd. Batting 4th in the cleanup spot is number 16, Logan Floyd. Batting 5th on a 3-game hitting streak is number 12, Nick Castellana. Batting 6th at first base, number 41, Harrison Travis. Batting 7th, number 21, Aiden Gibson. Batting 8th, number 7, Trey Miller, and to round out the Eagles' starting 9 is a freshman, number 6, Cole Nathan. Nathan with a sacrifice fly against Lee, so he had a role in that game as he got the Eagles' third run of the game on that Tuesday afternoon in Cleveland. Here's Dalton McClain, first pitch to him inside for ball 1. So the Eagles at 1 point against Lee on Tuesday, 4 for 6 when leading off innings. That cooled down a little bit to end the game, but still a point of emphasis for Carson-Newman the other day as this one finds his own for strike 1. Eagles flipped the script a little bit on Tuesday. Talked about the Eagles have had some struggles getting on the board first. That was not the case on Tuesday as the 1-1 swung on a miss for strike 2. But the issue came later in the game, 5 straight frames with no runs as the Eagles struggled to get on the board late, and Lee took advantage. So the Eagles looking for a complete performance today as the 1-2 chopped up the middle to short, scooped up on a hop, throw to first. Not in time as Dalton McClain legs out an infield single. You blink and Dalton McClain's already at first base as he's aboard with nobody out. Looked like a pretty routine play for the shortstop, KJ Leshko. But McClain using his speed to get there in time as he's aboard to start the bottom half of the first inning. Looking around the Newberry infield, Henry Gibson at first base, Cooper Gentry at second, KJ Leshko at short as a look over to first, not in time to get McClain. At third, Jesse Freen in the outfield, and right, Jacob LeBron. In left, Cade Faircloth, and in center, Donovan Ford. Here's the first pitch of the at-bat to Gibbs, pops up a bunt foul. Talking to head coach Tom Griffin following the Lee game, he really placed an emphasis on laying down bunts. The Eagles trying to do that to advance runners certainly would be a benefit to get McClain into scoring position here as Gibbs will step out and take his time. Step right back in. Here's the offering. Sweeping breaking ball just misses for ball 1. So Gibbs in the box, Denton on deck. And in the hole is Logan Floyd. We'll talk about James Denton and what he's been able to supply this Eagles squad in the early season. Again, the Eagles coming in 5-5 on the season. First South Atlantic Conference game as this one's fouled off. Count 1 ball and 2 strikes. So Denton has led the Carson-Newman offense with 9 RBIs this season on 9 hits as he looks to continue that production. Coming up next after Gibbs, here's a 1-2. This one grounded up the middle, back to Leshko. Will take it himself to second for 1, to first, a double play. So Leshko makes up for the slow chopper that put Dalton McClain aboard and turns his own double play. And quickly, there's 2 away. Really nice play by Leshko. Caught it in stride and took it to second himself and tossed over to first for the double play. Here's James Denton. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Talked about Denton and how he leads this offense with 9 RBIs on the year. Not an RBI chance here with nobody aboard, but still can keep the inning alive for Carson-Newman. Here's the 0-1. This one skied out deep to left center. Ford going back on the run to the track, and that one will get down on the wall. Denton rounding second. He's going to truck for 3. Cut off and left throw is not in time. Gets away, and Denton will not advance. As good job by Chinpire to back that one up, but James Denton, a 2-out triple to keep the inning alive, and he's into scoring position 90 feet away from making this a 1-0 ball game in favor of the Eagles. Another ball here early that just kept on carrying. You see Ford just kept on going after it towards the wall. For a second, it looked like that one might have had a chance of getting out. It did not. Really important to highlight the job done by Tyler Chinpire there. If he wasn't there, that was going to get in the dugout, and Denton would have scored. As this one skied right side off the bat of Floyd and foul. But the Eagles have a chance once again for the second straight game to get on the board first, if Floyd is able to do so with 2 down. 0-1 the count. The pitch to Floyd. A hair inside, ball 1. So Floyd in the box, Castellano on deck. He's riding a 3-game hit streak and looks to continue that this afternoon. Aiden Gibson also on a 3-game hit streak as well. He'll come up batting 7th. The 1-1 to Floyd this time. Paints the inside corner, strike 2. No score here in the bottom of the first. The Eagles with 2 hits. Dalton McLean's infield single, and then James Denton's 2-out triple. As the 1-2 is corkscrew left side, scooped up at third, throw across the diamond in time for out number 3. So the Eagles' 2-out threat stranded on third base, but 2 hits in the bottom of the frame give this offense a little momentum as we head to the top of the second. Newberry up next here on the Eagles Sports Network.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
Back with you here on the Eagle Sports Network. No scores. We had top 2 between Newberry and Carson-Newman. Jesse Free ready to step up to the dish, as Carson-Newman fails to get in the runner from third after James Denton's triple, but 2-out triple, which put him aboard third. 2 hits in the frame for Carson-Newman, but no runs to show for it as Newberry back to the plate. Here's the first pitch to Free. Squares around the bump, pulls back, but it catches the inside corner for strike 1. So both the Eagles and the Wolves with runners in scoring position and 2 down. Neither cash in as it's a scoreless ball game. Your top of the second inning. Pridmore back on the rubber. Here's the 0-1. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. Strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes, nobody out for Jesse Free. Cooper Gentry on deck. Luke Compton in the hole, as you see on that swing. Certainly did go around for strike 2. Pridmore back in the windup, looks home to Castellana. The 0-2. Outside corner, called strike 3. Back-to-back punch-outs for Pridmore, dating back to the bottom of the first as there's 1 down in the top of the second inning. Beautiful pitch from Pridmore. Clips it outside corner, freezes up Jesse Free for out number 1. The right-handed Cooper Gentry steps in as Pridmore winds up. First pitch of the at-bat is just a hair high for ball 1. Gentry just 2 hits to start the year, hitting 167. As he looks to produce in the 7 spot. Again, Luke Compton on deck. KJ Leshko in the hole as we go 7, 8, 9 in Newberry's starting 9. Here's a 1-0. Outside corner, called strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 away. Carson-Newman and Newberry tied up, no score. Top of the second, again, Carson-Newman hosting its first South Atlantic Conference series of the season. Here's the 1-1. This one, dribbled right side through the legs of Travis, but he keeps it within reach and dives to make the play for out number 2. Great job by Travis. Knocked that one down on a hard hit ground ball off the bat of Gentry and retrieves it between his legs. It dives to first to make the play. Pridmore was covering, but Travis said, I will take it myself for out number 2. Now here's Luke Compton with 2 down. Eagles looking for a quick 1-2-3 and get the offense back to the plate. First pitch of that at-bat from Pridmore is in there for strike 1. Compton hitting .227 on the young season. 5 hits, 3 RBIs, 7 walks, 3 strikeouts as he looks to produce and get on for Newberry with 2 down. Pitch to Pridmore. Pitch from Pridmore. Compton squares around a bump, pulls back for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 down. Nobody on for the Wolves here, top 2. pitch from Pridmore is low and in. Ball 2. Two balls, one strike, two down. The 9-hole hitter Leschko stands on deck. Top of the order, and Donovan Ford awaits in the hole. The windup in the 2-1 from Pridmore is popped up left side. And Gibson gives it a watch. Foul ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Pridmore looking for his second punch out of the frame. Started off the inning, getting Jesse free to look for his second strikeout of the afternoon. As the right-handed Pridmore stands on the mound, the left-handed Compton awaits a 2-2. Pridmore winds up, deals a 2-2 offering. This one grounded right side, diving attempt by the second baseman. Throw to first is in time for out number 3. Actually, they're going to say he's safe. It looked like Nathan had him, maybe a bobble by Travis, but the freshman, a beautiful diving play. We'll see what happened here. Nathan ranging to his left, dives and stabs to make the play, the throw to first. Ooh, a tight play there. It looked like Compton might have just got his hand in there, as he'll be awarded an infield single. Tough break there for the freshman who made a beautiful play. As KJ Leschko steps in, Pridmore will check over to first. Nothing doing. But it looked like Cole Nathan had an early addition to his highlight reel right there, but a bang-bang play at first is another check over. Compton back in time. 2 down for the second inning in a row. Newberry has a 2-out base runner, and Pridmore looks to make it a moot point here with 2 down. Pridmore sets and fires the first pitch of the at-bat, runs inside to Leschko, ball 1. 10 hits so far for KJ Leschko this season, but also 8 strikeouts. As the right-handed hitter steps back in the box. Here's a pitch. Just inside, ball 2. That one didn't miss by much. The home plate umpire, Calvin Griffin, calls it ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 down, as Compton takes a small lead at first. Pridmore sets at the belt and fires. This one dribbled in front of home plate. Pridmore will come off the mound, throw to first in time for out number 3. Seems like Leschko think that one got off his body, as the Newberry dugout seems confused by that as well. Calvin Griffin having a conversation right here as well. It seemed like Leschko thought so too, as there's going to be a conversation between the umpires. Calvin Griffin behind the plate, Walter Alexander, the first base umpire, Tyler Jennings at second. The 3 are conversing right now, as Compton still stands aboard second. Leschko fairly sure that one got off of him, as you see the reaction when he stepped out of the box. We'll take a look again. Did look like it clipped the cleat of KJ Leschko, but that will end the inning. So Newberry goes down scoreless. Couple plays there that were tight and up for interpretation, with the play at first on Compton, and then KJ Leschko's dribbler in front of the plate. Nonetheless, we'll head bottom 2. No score between Newberry and Carson-Newman here on the Eagle Sports Network.
Sure, we've been around a while, 171 years to be exact. We know the power of a liberal arts-based Christian education and the tremendous potential of what can be found on this campus, within this community. We are adventurers, dreamers, believers, passionate and compassionate, curious and clever, driven by a common purpose towards a common goal.
I found my passion.
I found purpose.
We are Carson-Newman.
What will you find?
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
back for the bottom of the second inning in what was a fairly perplexing end to the top half of the second. Two close plays as Luke Compton was called safe on Cole Nathan's diving play at second, and then KJ Leshko chopped one in front of home, seemed to think it hit off his cleat. Nonetheless, it ended the top of the second as Nick Castellana takes inside for ball one. Castellana riding a 3-game hit streak as he looks to get rolling with his new squad. Chinpire deals a 1-0. Beautiful sweeping breaking ball for strike one, right down the middle. So Castellana at the plate. Harrison Travis on deck. Aiden Gibson in the hole as we go 5, 6, 7. In the first trip through the Eagles' 9. Castellana loops this one towards shallow left center. In on it is Ford. He'll make the play for out number 1. So a fly out for Castellana is the first out of the inning as Harrison Travis will step up. The last game of the series against Cedarville, last time the Eagles were at home, Harrison Travis left the yard as he continues to look to get rolling in this season, hitting 138 on the young year as a senior steps in, takes a strike on the inside corner. As count sits 0-1. No one on, one away for the right-handed hitter as he takes low. Ball one. 2 hits apiece for the Eagles and the Wolves. Each have an infield single. James Denton's triple was the second hit of the afternoon for Carson-Newman. As here's the 1-1. Travis lifts this one to left and is tailing foul. Another one Harrison Travis got a hold of. But unfortunately, tailing down the left field line, the breeze helping it out to push over to the left. As here's a 1-2. Wild pitch out of the hand of Chinpire for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 away. Nobody on for Carson-Newman here in the bottom half of the second inning. As Chinpire sets on the rubber, the 2-2. Inside, ball 3. Tyler Chinpire threw 1 1/3 so far. He's allowed 2 hits, no earned runs, no strikeouts, and he's allowed that triple to James Denton. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here's a pitch. This one looped out to shallow center. Ford giving chase, and he'll make the play for out number 2. Looked like Travis reached a little bit for that one as he poked it out to center field. Ford a busy bottom half of the second. He's made both plays on fly balls. Here's Aiden Gibson riding a 3-game hitting streak, hitting 330 at-bats. 9 hits for him. He's had a nice start to his 2024 season. Here's the first pitch of the at-bat to him. He grounds it left side. Nice play on the backhand. Throw over to first by Freeze in time for out number 3. Hard hit ball by Gibson, but it finds the glove of Jesse Free at third base, and the Eagles go 1-2-3 in the top of the third. We head to the bottom. No score right here on the Eagles Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City has deals for Carson-Newman students. Bring in your valid student ID when you order for pickup or delivery, and Domino's in Jefferson City will give you a steaming hot large 1-topping pizza for $4.99. That's a large 1-topping pizza for Carson-Newman students for $4.99 at Domino's in Jeff City. Call 865-471-6700 to order. That's 865-471-6700. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Okay, let's see. I'm ready to do this. Carson-Newman. It's been around since 1851. Lots of flexible online programs. Wow. World-class accredited academics. A faith and learning environment with professors who really care about me. A top 10 best value school. Carson-Newman gives $48 million a year in financial aid. This is the perfect place. I'm in.
Top 3 here at the Silver Diamond Baseball Complex between Carson-Newman and the visiting Newberry Wolves. No score at the top of the order. Coming back up for the Wolves to face off against Noah Pridmore. Nice frame for Tyler Chinpire on the mound. Goes 1-2-3. As Ford steps back up, 0 for 1 on the afternoon. He'll take low for ball 1. Ford had a busy defensive bottom of the second inning. Caught 2 of the 3 outs. The third out made by Jesse Free. At third base on the ground ball by Aiden Gibson. It's count 1 ball and no strikes. Pridmore will fire. Finds his own for strike 1. So Ford up at the plate. LeBron on deck. Faircloth in the hole for Newberry as we go 1-2-3. Second trip through the Newberry order. Here's the 1-1 from Noah Pridmore. Chopped up the middle towards Gibson at short. Scoops it up on a hop. Throw to first. Is in time to get the speedy Ford for out number 1. Nice play by Gibson. Pretty textbook out there at shortstop as he cleans up the high chopper. Here's Jacob LeBron for his second appearance. A ground out to short in his first at-bat. As we're through 2 here at Silver Diamond Baseball Complex. No score. First pitch is bunted foul. Both pitchers have done a solid job so far. No strikeouts for Chinpire, but 2 for Noah Pridmore. Back-to-back to end the bottom of the first and start. Or end the bottom of the first, start the bottom of the second. Solid job by Pridmore on the mound. ERA down to 4.76 on the season. As here's the 0-1 to LeBron. He squares around the bump, pulls back for ball 1. Not a bad job by Castellano behind the dish to pull that one back in, but to no avail. As count now 1-1. Righty-lefty matchup here between Pridmore and LeBron as he will fire. This one grounded up the middle, right to Aiden Gibson playing the shift. Throws over to first in time for out number 2. So 2 ground outs to short for Jacob LeBron in his first 2 at-bats. As Cade Faircloth, who kept the first inning alive with a base knock, will step back in for his second at-bat. Both pitchers looking for a 1-2-3 inning. As Faircloth will step in. He's had a really nice start to his year, hitting .361 with the team high 13 hits. Also on a 3-game hit streak. Chops it to third. Gibson skies high, throws to first in time as Travis comes off the bag to make the play. Nice defense by Logan Floyd. A chopper that almost got over his head, but he leaps to make the play. Throw to first slightly offline, but Harrison Travis makes up the ground and applies a tag for out number 3. So 1-2-3 innings for both Chinpire and Pridmore as Tyler Chinpire back out on the rubber. He'll be ready for the bottom of the third on the other side here on the Eagle Sports Network.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
The #1 source for Carson-Newman athletics gear is shopseeandeagles.com, where you can find gear from Adidas, Columbia, Nike, and Under Armour. Shirts, jerseys, sweatshirts, shorts, pants, hats, and scarves. Shopseeandeagles.com is your source for everything CN. You can even show your school spirit on your smartphone or tablet. All of your game day essentials can be found in one place. ShopSeeAndEagles.com.
Bottom 3 here on the Eagle Sports Network. No score between Carson-Newman and Newberry, as it's been a bit of a pitcher's duel, at least early on, between Noah Pridmore and Tyler Chinpire, as it'll be Trey Miller to step in. 8-9-1 we go in the Eagles order. Miller takes for strike 1. A nice breaking ball out of the hand of Chinpire. Trey Miller hitting .250 on the year. 2 RBIs to his name so far. As he awaits the 0-1, here's the pitch. This one grounded up the middle towards Leshko at short. Scoops it up on the run. Throw to first in time. Nice stretch by the first baseman, Henry Gibson, for out number 1. Another hard hit ball by the Eagles. Both the Eagles and the Wolves have had their fair shares of hard hit balls, but it's really solid defense early on as Cole Nathan, the freshman, will step in. Had a sack fly against Lee for his first RBI in the year. Got his first start the other day as he takes inside, ball 1. Nathan's confidence fairly high for a true freshman, as that 1 RBI came just a couple days ago. As Chinpire fires low for ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes to the second baseman, Nathan, with Dalton McLean awaiting on deck. McLean to lead off the game. Had that infield single that looked like a routine ground ball, but McLean beat it out. 2-0 the count, as this one right down the middle, strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 away. Nobody aboard for Carson-Newman here in the bottom of the third. As it's been a pretty breezy first 3 innings here at Silver Diamond Baseball Complex as Nathan grounds it up the middle. The second baseman will scoop it up and fire to first for out number 2. Cooper Gentry making the play at second base on the 4-3 put out. Another hard hit ball. Again, Nathan got a nice piece of that one, but textbook defense in the middle infield. Leschko and Gentry both showing off the leather here in the bottom of the third. Here's Dalton McLean with 2 down. The pitch is inside for ball 1. McLean 1 for 1 on the afternoon. Led off the bottom of the first with the infield single, looking to improve on that. Here in the bottom of the third inning. Chinpire sets, deals a 1-0. Breaking ball right down the middle, strike 1. Chinpire has shown off the off-speed so far in this game. Does so right there for strike 1. As the right-handed McLean steps back in. Here's a 1-1. That's blown away, ball 2. McLean in the box, Gibbs on deck, Denton in the hole. As the top 3 have accounted for both of the Eagles' hits. McLean with the single, and then Denton with the triple. Here's a 2-1. That's outside. Ball 3. 3 balls, a 1 strike, 2 away as McLean looks to get aboard for the second time today. The right-handed Chinpire sets. The 3-1. Inside, ball 4. So Dalton McLean works his way aboard. Second time this afternoon, he'll reach first. As Will Gibbs grounded into a double play, his first at-bat. Will step back in with 2 down. Both teams have done a solid job getting 2 out base runners, 2 out of the 3 innings. Both teams have had that. But a 1-2-3 second for both sides as the Eagles now have a runner aboard. This one's low for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 down. As Gibbs hitting .417, 5 at-bats on the season. Look over to first to check on McLean, back ahead of the throw. Beautiful afternoon. Some wispy clouds in the sky, but no chance of rain. As the Eagles and the Wolves kick off this 3-game set at Silver Diamond Baseball Complex. The 1-0, McLean takes off. Gibbs swings and misses, but the throw down not in time, but McLean slid past the bag, took his hand off, and the tag was applied. Nice stick-to-itiveness by KJ Leschko to apply the tag late. As you see McLean here, the slide took him off the bag. As actually that's Gentry that applies the tag for out number 3. Good call in the infield as we'll head to the top of the 4th. Still no score right here on the Eagle Sports Network.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
Back for the top of the fourth here on the Eagles Sports Network. Still no score between these two teams. It's been a defensive and pitching clinic early on. As Rhett Jolly will step in. Noah Pridmore back on the rubber. As we're through the first third of this ball game, just 2 hits apiece for both sides. Jolly squares around a bunt, pulls back. It's low for ball one. So Dalton McLean caught stealing. Not sure if I'd call it caught stealing because he would have been in there safely had he not slid past the bag. Nice job by Cooper Gentry to hold the tag and end the bottom of the third. 1-0 to Jolly, fouled off. That one certainly got off his leg. There was a bit of a dispute early on in this one about an inning-ending play. For just joining us, the Eagles and the Wolves scoreless here in game one of the 3-game set. 2 coming tomorrow. A Saturday doubleheader between these two as the 1-1 is high for ball 2. Busy day tomorrow on the Eagles Sports Network. We'll have a baseball doubleheader here between Carson-Newman and Newberry, and also the Eagles men's and women's basketball teams out at Limestone in Gaffney, South Carolina. The Eagles have their last road trip of the season. This one fouled off. Count moves 2 balls and 2 strikes. Wind certainly blowing here at Silver Diamond Baseball Complex. We've seen that play a part in today's game just a bit. James Denton's deep fly ball got over the head of Donovan Ford. Wind certainly seemed to affect that one. And then Donovan Ford laced one out to right. Almost got over the head of McLean, but did not as he made the play on the run. Here's a 2-2 inside, and it gets Jolly on the thigh. So Rhett Jolly gets aboard with a hit by pitch to start the top of the fourth. That'll bring Henry Gibson to the plate. That one just got away out of the hand of Pridmore. Jolly tried to get out of the box. Certainly got a piece of him, as Newberry has a leadoff base runner to start the fourth. Decent lead over by Jolly. Travis coming off the bag. Nobody holding him. As here's the first pitch to Gibson. He squares around a bunt, lays one down nicely. Floyd scoops it up. Throw to first is in time, but it does advance. Rhett Jolly over to second. So the bunt does its job, as Newberry has a runner in scoring position. Really nice bunt put right in between third base and the mound. It was Logan Floyd who took care of it. But Newberry got what it wanted out of that plate appearance from Henry Gibson. Jesse Free up to the plate. Rhett Jolly on second, as the first pitch is inside for ball 1. So Jolly got aboard via the hit by pitch, moves to second on the sacrifice bunt. So 1 ball and no strikes to Jesse Free. As time called by Nick Castellano behind the dish. Looking at the all-time series between these two squads, 86 meeting, this beating the 87th. Carson-Newman leads all-time 52-34. As a look back to first by Pridmore. Back in time is Rhett Jolly. Pridmore's got a quick move on the mound, but Newberry has yet to be caught off guard by that this afternoon. As the right-handed Free steps back in. 1-0 count. Pridmore sets the belt and deals. This one off the handle of the bat, fouled off back in the netting. As the count now 1-1. So looking ahead, the Eagles, again, doubleheader tomorrow, starting at noon. Second game roughly around 3 o'clock. The midweek game with Milligan has been scrapped, so no midweek game next week for Carson-Newman. Extra time to prepare for Tusculum, who comes to town first day of March for a 3-game series. The 1-1 is blown away, ball 2. Again, talking about Newberry, this team picked first in the South Atlantic Conference almost unanimously. 9 of the 13 votes went to the Wolves of Newberry. But a tough start to this year, much thanks to its challenging schedule. Here's a 2-1 from Pridmore. Swing and miss down low, strike 2. Newberry has faced 2 top 5 teams this year. Went to Tampa to face the number 3 Tampa team, which did not go the way of Newberry, to say the least. 44-5 was a scoring differential in 3 games. As a 2-2 from Pridmore, just a hair outside, ball 3. Pridmore wanted that one as he dances off the mound in disbelief that that wasn't the one that rung up Jesse Free. 3 balls and 2 strikes, the count. As Pridmore looks home to Castellana. Runner on second, and Rhett Jolly with just 1 down. Pridmore sets the belt with a 3-2. Chop left side towards Logan Floyd, but it will go foul. The other top 5 team that Newberry has faced this season was a midweek with North Greenville, which the Wolves won. So a bit of momentum for the Wolves to carry into this one. 0-3 in the sack are the Wolves. The 3-game sweep at home against Wingate. As the count remains full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Pridmore back on the rubber, the payoff. Chopped up the middle towards Aiden Gibson. Will scoop it up at short. The throw to first is in time, but it moves over Red Jolly to third with 2 down. So Pridmore gets the out. It's hoping to get that strike 3 call in the outside corner. Did not, but does get a chopper out to shortstop as Aiden Gibson continues a solid day defensively with the second out. Cooper Gentry up to the plate with a chance to cash in the first run of this ball game. First pitch of the at-bat to him is fouled off right side, not a play. The Eagles looking to get out of the top of the 4th unscathed, as it's been a solid start for Noah Pridmore. 54 pitches now on the afternoon. 1 walk and 2 strikeouts. The only walk coming on the hit by pitch that put Red Jolly aboard. As Pridmore looks home to Castellana in the windup. Nobody holding on. Jolly at third. Here's the 0-1. Inside and gets Gentry on the forearm. That's a hit by pitch. That'll put him aboard. First and third now for Newberry with 2 down. That one again, a fastball that just got away from Pridmore. The elbow guard doing its job for Cooper Gentry. As now it'll be Luke Compton to step up. First and third, 2 away. Eagles looking to get out of this inning and send the offense back to the plate. Trying to break the stalemate in this one. No score, top 4. As Compton steps in. Here's a pitch. Outside corner, called strike 1. KJ Leshko on deck, top of the lineup in Donovan Ford in the hole. As the left-handed Compton steps back in, the righty Pridmore will set. Pitch well outside, ball 1. So Jolly on third. Gentry on first. Both runners this inning aboard on the hit by pitch. Jolly takes his lead off third. Gentry off first. The 1-1. Lace left side, foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Been a pretty breezy first 3 innings. We're almost through the top of the 4th. And we're not even an hour into this one. Pridmore sets. The 1-2. Swing and a miss down low, strike 3. Compton takes off from first. Castellana throws in time for out number 3. What a job by Noah Pridmore as he negates the threat of first and third with 2 down on the off-speed pitch to get Luke Compton down low for out number 3. Bottom 4 we go. The game remains scoreless. Carson-Newman strands first and third. As we head to the bottom of the 4th inning, no score here on the Eagle Sports Network.
There's something about a small community that unites us, whether it's cheering on our favorite team or the way we come together in a crisis. Small communities are made up of people with big hearts. We're dedicated to hard work and innovation through sunny days and stormy nights. AEC is always here, powering the people and the places that make our community a spectacular place to call home. AEC, power what matters most.
Insurance, it's about people, not things. It's about security. It's about confidence. It's about relationships. It's about trust. It's about you. As a local independent agent, Bible Insurance Agency can design an insurance program that's just right for you and your family. Give the people you love safe, sound, secure protection from Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown.
Bottom four here at Silver Diamond Baseball Complex. No score. Ryan Wilkes with you here on the Eagles Sports Network. As Newberry, a chance to break this stalemate with first and third, 2 away, but Noah Pridmore, his third punch-out of the day, ends the frame, as it'll be Will Gibbs, who was up to the plate to end the bottom of the third, but Dalton McLean caught stealing as this one finds the inside corner for strike one. Still just 2 hits apiece. Both base runners for Newberry awarded a bag on a hit by pitch as the 0-1 swung on a miss up high on the fastball for strike 2. Gibbs in the box, Denton on deck, Floyd in the hole as Carson-Newman right where it wants to be in the order. 2-3-4. The 0-2. Check swing. Don't believe he went on that one as it's ball 1. They're going to check. He did not. So count moves 1 ball and 2 strikes. Again, Will Gibbs talked about him a little bit. There in the bottom of the third. Solid start to his year, hitting .417 with 5 hits. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Just misses inside, ball 2. So Tyler Chinpire and Noah Pridmore have been going at it on the mound. Again, it's been a bit of a pitcher's duel here through 3.5. Bunch of goose eggs on the scoreboard as a 2-2. Sky to center. Ford, ranging to his left, will make the play for out number 1. James Denton up to bat. 1 for 1 with the triple early on. The 2-out triple that put a runner on third there in the bottom of the first. Again, Carson-Newman not able to capitalize. But so far, thanks to its pitching and defense, Carson-Newman has been able to keep this a scoreless matchup. Same for Newberry, as that's what the Wolves have been relying on early on, as this one outside for ball 1. Not necessarily any show-stopping plays other than the Cole Nathan play on the dive that was eventually called safe. It's been a solid defensive game so far as the 1-0 is down low for ball 2. Hard hit balls for both sides, but just finding the gloves here early is just 4 hits between the two squads, 2 apiece. The 2-0 finds the outside corner, strike 1. So James Denton talked about leading this Carson-Newman offense with 9 RBIs so far on 9 hits. So he's had a really productive start to the year as he awaits a 2-1. Pitch skied towards left center. Again, it's Ford giving chase, but it'll be the left fielder, Cade Faircloth, to make the play for out number 2. Something's bound to give in this one as both teams getting the bat on the ball. Somebody's bound to find a gap sooner rather than later. As Tyler Chinpire, no strikeouts, mostly pitching to contact this afternoon. As it's Logan Floyd to step in. The pitch, lace left side, but foul. Eagles seeing the ball well today, as I just mentioned, getting a lot of bats on balls. Just haven't found the holes quite yet. Mostly the same for Newberry despite its 3 strikeouts. Here's the 0-1. Sweeping, breaking ball in there. Pretty pitch for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. As Floyd steps back in. Chinpire sets at the belt and fires. This one clips the inside corner, strike 3. And right on cue, Tyler Chinpire has his first strikeout of the afternoon to send this to the top of the 5th. No score here on the Eagle Sports Network.
Don't know what to wear on game day? Head over to shopseeandeagles.com for all of your Carson-Newman athletics gear. You can find clothing from Adidas, Columbia, Nike, and Under Armour to cover you from head to toe. ShopSeeingEagles.com also has duffel bags, backpacks, jewelry, pet supplies, and gifts. Don't waste any more time. Prove you are the ultimate Carson-Newman fan with the official gear of the Eagles at ShopSeeingEagles.com. Visit today.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long, from the morning with her $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Back for the top of the fifth inning. No score on the Eagle Sports Network as Tyler Chinpire ends the bottom of the fourth with his first punch out of the afternoon. As Noah Pridmore back out for the top of the fifth. 2 hits apiece for both sides. As Carson-Newman top 2 fly balls there in the fourth. Just again couldn't find any holds. As will be KJ Leshko to step up for Newberry. No one on, no one out in the top of the fifth. As we'll go 9-1-2 in the Wolves order. Second trip through, concluding right here with Leshko's at bat. Here's the first pitch. It's just a hair low for ball 1. Leshko, pretty solid 9-hole hitter. 286 on the season, 10 hits. As the righty steps in, the 1-0. Low. Looked like Pridmore slipped a little bit on the delivery. As the count now 2 balls and no strikes. Ford on deck. LeBron in the hole. As Pridmore back in the windup deals a 2-0. That's inside ball 3. So 3 balls, no strikes to Leshko as he looks to work himself aboard. Here's a 3-0. Take all the way. This one finds the zone for strike 1. So Pridmore trying to work himself back into this count. As he'll look home to Castellana. The 3-1. Right down the middle, strike 2. So just like that, the count's full after back-to-back strikes by Pridmore. And he looks to retire Leshko here in a full count. Payoff pitch on the way from Noah Pridmore. Swing and a miss, found into the glove of Castellana, strike 3. Back-to-back punch-outs dating back to the bottom of the third. Actually, top 5, so top of the fourth was that last strikeout for Pridmore as Donovan Ford will step in. First pitch from Pridmore on the way. Down the middle, strike 1. So 3 straight balls to start the top of the fifth. Now 4 straight strikes from Noah Pridmore. As Ford awaits the 0-1, the pitch. Squares around the bunt again, pulls back. Count now 1 ball and 1 strike. Ford 0 for 2 on the afternoon with a fly out and a ground out to short. As the righty back in the windup, deals a 1-1. This one grounded out to short once again. Gibson on the lip of the outfield, can't make the play on a hard hit ground ball by Donovan Ford. I think we'll give him an E6 there. Not an easy play for Gibson out on the lip of the outfield grass, but did just clip off his chest as that'll put Ford aboard for Jacob LeBron. Ford with a decent lead off first base. Pridmore has not hesitated to check over as he will right there. Ford back in safely. Runner on first, 1 down. Double play is in order. As LeBron awaits the first pitch of the at-bat. Here's a pitch. That's in there, strike one. Righty-lefty matchup here between Pridmore and LeBron. As righty comes set for, again, decent lead off first base. That's a pitch out right there for ball one. Ford definitely a threat out there on the base pass. First time he's been aboard today, but you've seen the speed get down the first baseline. Newberry might be looking to use that to its advantage here in the top of the fifth. 1 ball and 1 strike. The pitch is outside, ball 2. So Pridmore, through 4 1/3, has been excellent. 2 hits, no earned runs, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts. As he'll deal the 2-1. This one chopped right side towards Travis. He'll turn and look at second, but just taking himself to first for out number 2. Nice play there by Travis, and the smart one, not trying to go for the double play. But Ford does move into scoring position as Travis steps on first himself. Cade Faircloth will step in with 2 down and a runner in scoring position. Another chance for Pridmore to strand a runner. As he'll come set. Here's the first pitch of the at-bat. It's outside for ball 1. Red Jolly on deck, Henry Gibson in the hole. As we're at the meat of the order for the Newberry Wolves. The dangerous Faircloth in the box right now. Trying to break up this stalemate a bit. No score in the top of the 5th. As Pridmore will fire. That's in there. Strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 away. Pridmore ended the last frame with a strikeout, a big one with runners on first and third. Newberry had a chance to get the first run of the ball game. Has a chance here once again as Faircloth swings and misses down low, strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. A speedy Donovan Ford aboard second. No one holding on Ford at second base as Faircloth steps back in. Here's a 1-2 from Pridmore. This one chopped right side through the hole off the glove of Nathan into right. Ford rounding third. He'll come home. The throw is offline, and Ford avoids a tag. It's an RBI single for Cade Faircloth. For the first run of the ball game, Newberry leads 1-0. So an unearned run as Ford reached on the error. Nathan just missed that one, trickled into right. The throw from McLean was a good one, but just a hair off line, missed Ford by mere inches. As he dives into home, and Newberry snags the lead in the top of the 5th. Faircloth on first, checked on by Pridmore. He's back in safely. Red Jolly in the box with 2 down. Pridmore looking to limit the damage to just 1 run. Has another check to first. And Faircloth tight there, but he's back in time. Jolly awaiting the first pitch of the at-bat. He got over to third just an inning ago as he was hit by a pitch, moved over on a bunt. As Jolly will rip this one to left. It was a hit and run. So Faircloth rounding second. Now he'll pull up at third as it's a 2-out single that moves Cade Faircloth from first to third. Nice situational hitting there by Rhett Jolly. Perfectly executed hit and run with Faircloth taking off on the pitch. It was roped to left by Jolly. And a threat for Newberry here in the 5th. First and third for the second consecutive inning. Newberry unable to cash in that runner from third base in the 4th, as Castellano will have a quick chat with Noah Pridmore. Nice job by the outfield and James Denton to get that one in and hold Faircloth at third. But nonetheless, Newberry threatening here in the top of the 5th. It's been a competitive game so far. Pretty textbook stuff from both teams, just one error to speak of, but Newberry has tallied 2 hits so far. Here in the 5th inning, an RBI single by Cade Faircloth and a 2-out single now by Rhett Jolly. Back-to-back hits as Henry Gibson will step in. First pitch from Pridmore is outside. Check on Faircloth at third. He's back in time, and taking off for second is Jolly. And he's in no problem standing up. So second and third now. As Gibson hitting 162 on the year, has 12 strikeouts so far. Pridmore looking to strand two in scoring position. No balls and one strike to count as this one's fouled off for strike two. So Noah Pridmore looking to keep this a one-run ball game and allow his offense, who's put forth competitive swings today. You see only 2 hits on the scoreboard, but the at-bats have been better than the hit column shows in this one. No balls, 2 strikes to count. Gibson back in, the 0-2. Grounded up the middle. Gibson at short will make the play. Throw across a diamond in time for out number 3. Nice job by Aiden Gibson to make up for the error earlier in the inning. But Newberry does get one on a Cade Faircloth RBI single. As we'll head to the bottom of the 5th, Newberry takes the lead in the top of the 5th. It's 1-0 here on the Eagle Sports Network.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
Bottom 5 here on the Eagle Sports Network. Newberry takes the lead in the top of the 5th. Donovan Ford reaches on an error, eventually comes in to score from second on the Cade Faircloth RBI single. So Tyler Chinpire back out on the rubber. Carson-Newman looking to answer, with Nick Castellana stepping in for the first at-bat of this inning. Chinpire sets and fires the first pitch. Inside, ball 1. So Castellana, Travis Gibson due up for Carson-Newman here in the bottom of the 5th. Again, only 2 hits so far, but I mentioned the at-bats have been more competitive than the scoreboard would show, as this one's inside, ball 2. Lots of hard hit balls for the Eagles today, only 2. Finding any space through this tightly packed Newberry defense. As here's the 2-0. Castellana takes high. Ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes, no one out, nobody on for Nick Castellana. As a right-handed hitter back in the box, likely take all the way here in a 3-0 count. As the pitch from Chinpire is exactly that, as it paints the outside corner, strike 1. Noah Pridmore faced a similar situation in the top of the 5th. In a 3-0 count, he was able to battle back. And good start from Chinpire, getting the swing and miss for strike 2 to battle back in this count. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Nick Castellana. Looking to get aboard here with no one out. The 3-2, fouled off right side as Castellana stays alive. 3-game hitting streak for Nick Castellana as he looks to add to that total this afternoon. Has yet to do so far. It's only his second at bat, as this one's high and in, ball 4. So Castellana will reach to lead off the bottom of the 5th, and that'll bring Harrison Travis to the plate. So the Eagles with a leadoff base runner here in the bottom of the 5th. Newberry leads after striking first in the top of the 5th. First pitch of the at-bat to Travis. High and in, ball 1. Decent crowd out here for a sunny Friday afternoon. A little breeze that's cooling it off a little bit, but still about 60 degrees. Going to cool off quite a bit tomorrow, high of 45 as Castellana back in safely on the check by Chinpire. Runner on first, the tying run on first with no one out, and a 1-0 count to Harrison Travis. Chinpire will look over again. Castellana, plenty of breathing room over there. He's back in. As Travis awaits the 1-0. Chinpire sets and delivers. Outside, ball 2. Now there's going to be a quick conversation on the rubber. Be hesitant to believe this would be the end. What I thought it was, just a brief conversation between Gordy Thiessen and his pitcher, Tyler Chinpire. Eagles with a chance to strike back here in the 5th. Runner on first, nobody out, 2-0 count. Pitch to Travis, inside, ball 3. Back-to-back 3-0 counts to start this bottom of the 5th inning. Chinpire almost got back in the one with Castellana, but eventually walked him. We'll see what happens here with Harrison Travis. The 3-0, right down the middle, take all the way by Travis for strike 1. Gibson on deck. Trey Miller awaits in the hole. As another check to first to check on Castellana. He's safe. Both of the hits have come from the first third of the order with James Denton and Dalton McLean with base hits as Harrison Travis takes high and in, ball 4. First and third now back-to-back walks, first and second. Back-to-back walks from Tyler Chinpire, which will give way to Aiden Gibson. No one out. This is a perfect opportunity for Carson-Newman to strike. Bottom 5 at Silver Diamond Baseball Complex. Newberry holds the slight edge, 1-0. Chinpire sets, takes a look back at Castellana, will come home. Gibson puts down a bunt. It's scooped up at third. No throw to first as Aiden Gibson lays down a beautiful bunt and gets the board. That will load the bases. That one a little awkward off the bat. It was popped up initially, but just found a spot of turf in between the pitcher, catcher, and a third. As that'll bring Trey Miller to the plate with bases loaded. So a little shot in the arm for the Eagles offense with back-to-back walks to start the bottom of the 5th and the bunt single from Aiden Gibson. Here's Trey Miller. Pitch to him, fouled off right side for strike 1. Trey Miller, Cole Nathan, then Dalton McLean as we go 8-9-1. Eagles rounding out the second trip through their order. The tying run 90 feet away. And Nick Castellana. Harrison Travis on second, Aiden Gibson on first after the bunt single. As the breaking ball is taken just a bit high, ball 1. As I mentioned, the Eagles have been really competitive at the plate this afternoon. Not many short counts. Chinpire has thrown 63 pitches as Miller will put one down. The play is going to be at home, and Castellana is safe. It looked like the catcher was pulled off the plate. Rhett Jolly, you could tell his foot was slightly off the home plate's bag, and I think that will score Nick Castellana. Well, now he's called out. So not entirely sure what happened there. Miller laid down a bunt. Jolly's foot was on the plate, and that is probably the right call. Castellana out at the ditch, but the call was initially safe. So I'm not sure what the conversation was there between Russell Triplett and home plate umpire Calvin Griffin. But there's one down for Cole Nathan. So Trey Miller on first. Moves Aiden Gibson over to second. And Harrison Travis on third as Nathan takes for strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 away. As the Eagles have both the tying and go-ahead runs in scoring position. Big chance for the freshman here as here's the 1-1. Low, ball 2. Nathan had a sacrifice fly against Lee for his first RBI of the season. Could get a couple right here if he's able to find a hole. 2 balls, 1 strike to count. The pitch from Chimpire fouled off. As Nathan a little bit ahead of the off speed. The count now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Top of the order awaits in Dalton McLean. Bases juiced 1 away. As Miller on first after the fielder's choice, the out at home to get Nick Castellana. Aiden Gibson on second. Harrison Travis on third. Newberry leads, but a prime opportunity for the Eagles to at least tie this one up. The 2-2. Nathan fouls it in the glove of Jolly, strike 3. So Nathan down on strikes. And just like that, 2 away for Dalton McLean. Nice pitch on the breaking ball. Nathan just couldn't get on top of that one. As that's the second punch out for Tyler Chimpire. First pitch to McLean. Low, gets through the legs of Jolly, but luckily for him, bounces right back to him. Travis didn't have a great jump over at third. So a harmless pass ball that won't score anybody, but it is ball 1. As all the runners stay at their respective bags. 1 ball and no strikes to McLean. Here's the pitch. That's taken high, ball 2. This is a game in which the Eagles have had to grind out certain opportunities, this one being one of them as well. As the Eagles have worked 2 walks and gotten a bunt single. Here's the 2-0. Outside corner, strike 1. Dalton McLean, 1 for 1 with a single and a walk, as he looks to improve on a solid day thus far. Here's a 2-1. Lifted right side, foul. Count moves 2 balls and 2 strikes to McLean. The leadoff man for Carson-Newman here in the bottom of the 5th. Looking to draw the Eagles even take the lead. Here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Here's a 2-2 from Chimpire. This one lifted towards shallow right. It's going to be the second baseman to get under it, make the play. Gentry makes the play for out number 3, and Carson-Newman leaves the bases loaded. We'll head to the top of the 6th inning. Newberry leads 1-0 here on the Eagles Sports Network.
Sure, we've been around a while, 171 years to be exact. We know the power of a liberal arts-based Christian education and the tremendous potential of what can be found on this campus, within this community. We are adventurers, dreamers, believers, passionate and compassionate, curious and clever, driven by a common purpose towards a common goal.
I found my passion.
I found purpose.
We are Carson-Newman.
What will you find?
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Top 6 here at Silver Diamond Baseball Complex. Newberry leads Carson-Newman 1-0 here on the Eagles Sports Network. But a really good opportunity for Carson-Newman there in the bottom of the 5th. Could not capitalize on having the bases loaded. I'll bring Jesse Free to the dish. No one on, no one out. The pitch is in there. Strike 1. So a strikeout and a ground out for Free in his 2 at-bats, up for his 3rd. As Pridmore back on the rubber, the 0-1. Outside corner called strike 2. So free in the box, Gentry on deck, Compton in the hole for the Wolves, who lead by 1 run on 4 hits. The RBI single was off the bat of Cade Faircloth. As here's the 0-2 from Pridmore. Grounded up the middle, right back to Aiden Gibson. Knocks off his chest again, goes right to Cole Nathan, and no play able to be made, so I believe that'll be an E6 on Aiden Gibson. That's his second in as many innings. Almost deja vu, basically the same play from an inning ago, and he could not make the play. So that will put on a runner in Jesse Free. If you remember back to the last inning, the runner that was awarded first base on the air and Donovan Ford eventually came in to score. It's a decisive run right now in a 1-0 ball game. Here's Gentry, a look over to first by Pridmore. Free back in ahead of the throw. Top 6 here in Jefferson City. And the first of 3 between Carson-Newman and Newberry. We'll see 2 tomorrow. As Pridmore deals the first pitch of the at-bat. Bunt down the line by Gentry will roll foul. Both teams trying to be strategic in how they use the bunt. As Newberry trying to move that runner into scoring position. Pridmore comes set back on the rubber. Another look over to first. And back in time is Free. So Gentry hitting 154 on the year. He's 0 for 1 this afternoon. With a ground out to first and a hit by pitch. The 0-1, chop left side towards Floyd. Beautiful play on the backhand. Throw to first to Travis. Pulls him off the bag. And that will be an infield single for Cooper Gentry. Moves the runner over to second, but can't discount that play that Logan Floyd just made. In on the corner, a backhand right next to the bag. Skip the throw across the diamond, and Gentry beats it out. It's still nice leather there by Logan Floyd at the hot corner. That's I'll bring Luke Compton to the plate, first and second for Newberry. No one out. Pridmore back in the stretch. Deals the first pitch. Compton lays down a bunt that will stay foul. So a chance for Newberry to extend this lead, but Carson-Newman looking to get out of a jam as Pridmore out for his 6th inning of work. He's pitched 5 so far. 5 hits, no earned runs. Donovan Free's run was unearned as he reached on the error. 4 strikeouts and 1 walk. Has had a couple hit by pitches, but nonetheless, it's been a productive afternoon for Pridmore on the rubber as the 0-1 is bunted foul once again. No balls in 2 strikes. You have to think Compton's going to try to swing it here. As he's tried to lay down a bunt twice now. That one basically off the bottom of his bat went backwards as the count is 0-2. Pridmore sets the 0-2. This one's a loop to left. It'll get down in front of James Denton. Pulling up at third is Free. And in second is Cooper Gentry. So a single that will load the bases, and now Newberry has the bases juiced and nobody out. So this inning kind of mirroring what Carson-Newman had in the bottom of the 5th. Bases loaded, nobody out. A bunt, the forced out coming at home for the Eagles. And then a strikeout and a fly out. As you see, Compton just took that one the other way. Nice job by Denton to keep it in front and not allow anybody to get home. But Castellano is going to go out to chat with Noah Pridmore, and Tom Griffin will come out there as well. We'll see if this indicates a pitching change for the Eagles. Nonetheless, Newberry at bases juice, no one out. As it looked like for a minute, Griff Hughes was trotting out of the bullpen, but he retreats back. If that's any signal, Griff Hughes will be the next arm we see. Might not be now, but it will be at some point. Hughes got the start against Lee on Tuesday. Had a nice 3 innings of work. And still no indication that Noah Pridmore is going to exit. As Griff Hughes took about 5 steps out of the bullpen and went back. So Newberry leads this one 1-0. Looking back at Carson-Newman's recent results, a 2 of 3 series win against Cedarville. To that point, Carson-Newman has won 7 straight home series dating back to the 2022 season, and 4 of those have been sweeps. So Carson-Newman has had success at home. 17-13 loss to Cedarville in the final game of that series, and then a 9-4 loss to Lee. So Carson-Newman looking to break a 2-game losing streak, as Pridmore will stay in the game for the time being and face off with KJ Leschko. Bases juice, nobody out as Leschko lines this one down the right field line, but it's a foul. Big jam for Pridmore and the Eagles right here, trailing 1-0. And trying to keep it that way. 0-1 the count. Pridmore in the windup, deals the 0-1. This one grounded up the middle to second. Nathan backhands it to second base. Throw to first is in time. It's a double play. That does score 1, but Carson-Newman gets 2 outs out of it. Nice play between Nathan and Gibson, the freshman. Textbook backhand flip to second for 1. Gibson does the rest to first for the 4-6-3 double play. That brings Donovan Ford to the dish. Scores now 2-0 Newberry. Runner on third with 2 down. Pitch to Ford is low for ball 1. So Gentry on third. But nice job by the middle infield for the Eagles to take the 2 outs, give up the 1 run. But obviously this one's still within arm's reach. Here's a 1-0 from Pridmore. Ford lines it right side, foul. As a count now, 1 ball and 1 strike. I have to think this might be the last inning for Noah Pridmore, sitting at 90 pitches on the afternoon. He's had himself a wonderful start this afternoon. As he's back in the windup, Gentry takes his lead off first, or third. Here's the 1-1. Outside, ball 2. Ford in the box. LeBron on deck. Faircloth in the hole. As Gentry takes a small lead off third. Nobody holding him on over there. So here's the 2-1 from Pridmore. This one chopped foul behind the dish. As the count now 2 balls and 2 strikes. All things considered, to be a huge victory for the Eagles to hold Newberry to 1 run, having bases loaded, nobody out. Again, the double play, a big part of that, turned by Nathan and Gibson. But a chance to end the threat right here. Pridmore back in the windup. The 2-2 to Ford. Chop towards third. Floyd fields it on a hop. Throw across diamond to first offline, and Ford is in safely. Again, Donovan Ford using his speed. The throw from Floyd was up the line, and Travis could not apply the tag on the back end. Floyd over towards his left. Maybe rushed the throw a little bit, took Travis up the line, and Ford danced behind Harrison Travis. He's aboard first. I believe we're going to give that an E5 to Logan Floyd. 3-0 Newberry leads. As now this might be the end of Noah Pridmore's afternoon. It's going to be Griff Hughes to trot in. As Travis Tingle is going to take the ball from Noah Pridmore with 2 down. Here in the top of the 6th, Newberry with the 2 spot. Donovan Ford aboard first. After the error, scores 1. Carson-Newman trails 3-0. We'll be right back with the rest of the top of the 6th here on the Eagles Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City has deals for Carson-Newman students. Bring in your valid student ID when you order for pickup or delivery, and Domino's in Jefferson City will give you a steaming hot large 1-topping pizza for $4.99. That's a large 1-topping pizza for Carson-Newman students for $4.99 at Domino's in Jeff City. Call 865-471-6700 to order. That's 865-471-6700. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Okay, let's see. I'm ready to do this. Carson-Newman. It's been around since 1851. Lots of flexible online programs. Wow. World-class accredited academics. A faith and learning environment with professors who really care about me. A top 10 best value school. Carson-Newman gives $48 million a year in financial aid. This is the perfect place. I'm in.
Griff Hughes coming in relief of Noah Pridmore. Here in the top of the 6th and 2 down. Donovan Ford aboard first after he reached on an error that scored 1. Here's a pitch to Jacob LeBron, taken outside for ball 1. Hughes pitched 14 and 2/3 innings this season. He had 3 the other afternoon at Lee. And he was solid through 3 innings. Left when Carson-Newman had the lead as Hughes checks on first. Nothing doing with Donovan Ford diving back in safely. So Newberry with the 2 spot here in the top of the 6th. As Gentry comes in to score on the error, Carson-Newman turned a double play, but it did score 1 as well. Still, keeping this one within arm's reach is a 1-0. Might have gotten off the bat of LeBron. Sounded like it did. Nonetheless, they're going to say it didn't. It was inside, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes as Ford stays put. Bounces off the backstop have been favorable this afternoon. Carson-Newman with a runner on third. Ball got through the legs, but no advancement. And same right there with Ford staying put at first. A pitch to LeBron finds the outside corner, strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 down. Here top 6, Newberry leads Carson-Newman 3-0. The lefty Hughes sets at the belt, 2 balls and 1 strike. Another check over to first. Ford anticipated that one. He was back in almost before the ball left Hughes' hand. Ford with a sizable lead off first. Hughes comes set at the belt. Here's a 2-1. This one chopped right side towards Cole Nathan. He'll scoop it up on a hop, throw to first in time. For out number 3, but Newberry strikes with 2 in the top of the 6th. Had bases loaded, nobody out. So maybe that was a bit of a victory for Carson-Newman. Nonetheless, game was still within reach. Newberry leads 3-0. We'll be back with the bottom of the 6th here on the Eagle Sports Network.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
The #1 source for Carson-Newman athletics gear is shopseeandeagles.com, where you can find gear from Adidas, Columbia, Nike, and Under Armour. Shirts, jerseys, sweatshirts, shorts, pants, hats, and scarves. Shopseeandeagles.com is your source for everything CN. You can even show your school spirit on your smartphone or tablet. All of your game day essentials can be found in one place. Shopseeandeagles.com.
Back for the bottom of the 6th. Carson-Newman trails Newberry here on the Eagle Sports Network. Ryan Wilkes with you this afternoon. Clouds covering the sky here as we enter the bottom of the 6th. It'll be Will Gibbs to step up. As Tyler Chinpire still going strong in this one. He's up to 76 pitches, so we'll see how much more we see of him as we see an arm trotting out to the bullpen in right field. As Gibbs steps up to the plate. No one on, nobody out. Carson-Newman looking to strike back. Had a big chance there in the 5th, but could not capitalize on bases loaded. No one out. The pitch to Gibbs, low and away, ball 1. So Gibbs, Denton, and Floyd due up for Carson-Newman. 2, 3, 4 in the Eagles order. 1 ball and no strikes to count. The pitch down the middle, strike 1. Carson-Newman still looking for its first run of the game. Competitive at-bats all day long, but just haven't been able to find the gaps in this one. 3 hits so far as the 1-1 is well inside. Gets Gibbs on the back, and he races right down the first baseline. Didn't look pleasant to take that one, but you wouldn't be able to tell looking at Will Gibbs as he takes first base on the hit by pitch. Right off the back. And he'll trot down the first baseline and be aboard with nobody out. James Denton up to the dish, a triple and a fly out to left in his 2 plate appearances as he takes low. Good block behind the plate by Jolly to hold Gibbs at first. As a it looks like Newberry might be ready to make a change. As we'll see Jolly trot out to talk with his pitcher. Saw Newberry's head coach step out of his dugout for a brief moment, but he quickly retreated back in, as it looks like Jolly and Gibson will have a chat with Chinpire. 1-0 count, nobody out. Here, bottom 6, after Will Gibbs plunked with a pitch in the back. He's aboard first, and James Denton looking for a productive at-bat with no one out. It's been a competitive afternoon between these two sides. Been a high-quality baseball game despite the 3 errors by the Eagles, mostly clean defense today. And both pitchers, Pridmore just exited, have been pretty solid. The 1-0 is outside, ball 2. And 2 more coming tomorrow. It'll be a 9 and a 7 doubleheader kicking off at noon. Should be a fun day here at the Silver Diamond Baseball Complex. As the 2-0 is low and in, ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes, no one out for James Denton, with Logan Floyd standing on deck. .3-0 the count. Here's the pitch to Denton. Take all the way. Finds the zone for strike 1. So Chinpire trying to work his way back into this count and avoid putting runners on first and second with no one out. Another check over to first on Gibbs. Back in safely. Runners have been aware this afternoon. We've seen a couple times, especially against Cedarville. Carson-Newman had success with pickoffs. Not so far this afternoon. Both teams heads up base running. That's a 3-1. The line towards right center. That'll get down for a base hit. Gibbs rounding second. He'll go for 3 as it's cut off. Will Gibbs glides into third base. It's a single for James Denton, which puts runners on the corners. Second hit of the afternoon for Denton as he continues what's been a really solid start to the year. Be interested to see the exit velocity on that one. It's hit pretty hard out there over the outstretched arm of Gentry, and I believe this will signal the end of Tyler Chinpire's day. Call to the bullpen for Newberry with the tying run coming to the plate here in the bottom of the 6th. First and third for the Eagles. Nobody out. We'll be right back here on the Eagles Sports Network.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
There's something about a small community that unites us, whether it's cheering on our favorite team or the way we come together in a crisis. Small communities are made up of people with big hearts. We're dedicated to hard work and innovation through sunny days and stormy nights. AEC is always here, powering the people and the places that make our community a spectacular place to call home. AEC, power what matters most.
Insurance, it's about people, not things. It's about security. It's about confidence. It's about relationships. It's about trust. It's about you. As a local independent agent, Bible Insurance Agency can design an insurance program that's just right for you and your family. Give the people you love safe, sound, secure protection from Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown.
New arm in for Newberry here, bottom 6, first and third for the Eagles. Another chance to get on the scoreboard, trailing 3-0. It's John Rollings. See the delivery on your feed right now, kind of submarine delivery out of the freshman. 4.91 ERA for him so far this season, 3 2/3 innings pitched, 6 hits, 2 earned runs, as he's been solid in his first year with Newberry. As he concludes his warm-up here in just a moment, it'll be Logan Floyd to step up for the Eagles. Will Gibbs on third. James Denton will be on first, after roping a single to advance Gibbs first to third. Big chance for Carson-Newman, tying run at the dish in Logan Floyd. Floyd 0 for 2 with a ground out and a strikeout, but a chance to get the Eagles on the board here in the 6th. Rollings comes set on the mound, the pitch. Fouled off right side. Interesting changeup from Newberry. It's certainly a benefit to have an arm like this in Rawlings, who has a delivery like that. Definitely changes the release point of what they were used to seeing with Tyler Chinpire in the game. We'll take a look at his line here in just a moment. As Rawlings sets, fires inside to Floyd. Count moves 1 ball and 1 strike. So looking at Tyler Chinpire, 5 innings, 4 hits, no earned runs, 3 walks, 2 strikeouts. As the 2 starters really did a solid job for their respective sides in this one. 1 ball and 1 strike the count to Floyd. Gibbs off third. Denton off first. He'll take off, or almost took off for second, as Floyd offers that the breaking ball outside. Strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, no one out. Runners on the corners for the Eagles. As Floyd in the box, Castellano on deck, Travis in the hole for Carson-Newman. Trailing by 3 here in the bottom of the 6th. Here's a 1-2. This one out towards second. Gentry knocks it down. Floyd racing to first. He's in time. So Floyd gets the bat on that one and does just enough to get aboard first. Gibbs scores from third to make it 3-1. We'll score that an error on the second baseman, Gentry. Gentry knocked it down, but it looked like he kicked it away. As that'll bring Castellano to the plate. Carson-Newman within 2. Denton on second. After Gibbs came in to score from third, Carson-Newman gets the all-elusive first run of its afternoon as Castellano takes on the outside corner. Strike 1. 3-1 your score after Floyd scores Gibson from third base. Runners on first and second. Go-ahead run now at the plate, and Nick Castellano. Rawlings sets on the rubber, the pitch. Low, ball 1. Castellano, Travis, Gibson we go in the Eagles order. 5, 6, and 7. Bottom 6, Eagles trail by 2. But still no one out here in the bottom of the 6th. Rawlings will deal home to Castellano, who checks his swing. Did he go? No. Count moves 2 balls and 1 strike. Discipline shown by Castellano at the plate. Not to offer at that one. Again, coming out of that slot, the balls are bound to tail, especially away from right-handed hitters, as it did right there. And Castellano able to hold up. 2 balls and 1 strike to count. Here's the pitch. Castellano grounds it left side, foul. 2 balls and 2 strikes to the right-handed hitter behind the plate this afternoon for the Eagles. As Denton takes his lead off second, Floyd off first. Rawlings sets. The 2-2. Popped up right side. It'll go foul. Some clouds overlooking Silver Diamond Baseball Complex, but again, minimal to no chance for rain, so still a nice afternoon here in Jefferson City. The wind has picked up, waving the American flag in right center field. As count remains 2-2. Here's a pitch. Rawlings to Castellano. He loops it into center and will get down. Denton rounding third. He trips and has to stop right there, but nonetheless loads the bases on a single by Nick Castellana. Maybe a bit of a break for Newberry there, as you see Castellana got just enough of that to deposit it right in front of the center fielder Ford, and Denton just slips up there and is forced to retreat back to third. Nonetheless, bases loaded for Harrison Travis with nobody out in the frame. Floyd advances to second. Castellana aboard first. Here's Harrison Travis. Another righty-righty matchup here, which is to the benefit of Rawlings as he deals. Travis bloops it foul. Travis in the box, Gibson on deck. Miller in the hole. Back-to-back innings where Carson-Newman has had bases loaded, no one out, has already one run here in the frame as Gibbs came in to score on the error off the bat of Logan Floyd. The 0-1. Inside, gets Travis on the back, and that will score Denton from third. And it's a one-run ball game. Travis stood in and took that one. Second hit by pitch of the inning by the Newberry staff. Almost deja vu yet again. Gets Gibbs right there, then gets Travis. Bases still loaded. Carson-Newman within one here in the sixth. Floyd on third. Castellana on second. Travis now aboard first. Aiden Gibson steps in. Rawlings will set and deal. Nice pitch, finds the inside corner for strike one. Rawlings sets at the belt, looks home, gets low in his stance, and deals the 0-1. Swing and a miss on the off-speed by Gibson. Strike two. 3-2 your score. Carson-Newman responds to Newberry's two in the top of the sixth with two of its own. Here in the bottom, right when it looked like Newberry was trying to pull away a little bit, Carson-Newman says not so fast. Here's the 0-2, swing and a miss on the tailing slider out of the hand of Rawlings for out number one. Gibson down on strikes. Trey Miller will step in as we take a look back at that pitch from Rawlings. Just, again, the advantage in facing right-handed hitters for Rawlings is that that ball just tails out of the zone, and it did right there. First pitch to Miller is lifted to right center over the head of Gentry. It will score Floyd. Pulling up at third is Castellana, and we're all knotted up at three. Nice piece of hitting there from Trey Miller. Got just enough to get over the head of Gentry. As you see, he just fought that one off. Gentry was giving it a look, and it fell. Scoring one, and Carson-Newman and Newberry all tied up at three. Miller on first, Travis on second, Castellana on third. As here's the pitch to Nathan. Strike one. Floyd scored on the RBI single off the bat of Trey Miller, and a chance for the Eagles to take the lead still with only one out. Another big opportunity for the freshman, Cole Nathan. Here's the 0-1. Outside, ball one. So to recap how the Eagles have scored here in the sixth, an error off the bat of Logan Floyd scored one. Harrison Travis takes one off his back, scores the second run, and then Trey Miller with the RBI single to knot this one up at three. Nathan takes outside corner, called strike two. Great response from this Eagles offense after being fairly quiet this afternoon. 3 hits here in the sixth. Again, Newberry had the momentum on its side, but the exit of Tyler Chinpire gave way to John Rawlings, who struggled a little bit here in his outing as he puts the 1-2 down low. Nice block by Jolly behind the dish as the count moves 2-2. 3-3 your score. As go-ahead run 90 feet away. Nathan swings and misses. Strike three. Back-to-back punch-outs for Cole Nathan as he offers at that one down low. Dalton McLean will step in as, again, Rawlings with the right-handed hitters just able to use that pitch to his advantage. It stays inside that time, but still Nathan offers at it for strike three. Here's Dalton McLean. Watches one, outside corner, strike two. Strike one. 0-1 the count. Bases still loaded with Miller on first, Travis on second, and Castellano on third. Here's the 0-1. McLean watches again. Nice job by Jolly behind the dish on the backhand to keep that in front. 1 ball and 1 strike to count. It's been these last 2 innings, the 5th and the 6th, that have been the busiest for these two teams. Again, goose eggs all the way up to the 5th when Newberry got out in front 1-0 as McLean fouls this one off. Count moves 1-2. 3-all your score as we get ready to close out the second third of this ball game. Should be a fun last 3 innings between these two teams. A high-quality contest here at Silver Diamond Baseball Complex in the first of 3 between these two teams. Here's a 1-2 to McLean. He watches, low and in, ball 2. Deuce is wild on the scoreboard. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bases still loaded for Carson-Newman, who has struck back with 3 runs of its own here in the 6th. The 2-2. Up the middle, off the shin of Rawlings, and it's through. Scoring Castellana. Travis coming in. He will score. Now Miller caught in a pickle between second and third. He's tagged out, but a 2 RBI single for Dalton McLean makes it 5-3 Carson-Newman, and the Eagles have momentum back on their side heading to the top of the 7th. We'll be right back here on the Eagles Sports Network.
Don't know what to wear on game day? Head over to shopseeandeagles.com for all of your Carson-Newman athletics gear. You can find clothing from Adidas, Columbia, Nike, and Under Armour to cover you from head to toe. ShopSeeingEagles.com also has duffel bags, backpacks, jewelry, pet supplies, and gifts. Don't waste any more time. Prove you are the ultimate Carson-Newman fan with the official gear of the Eagles at ShopSeeingEagles.com. Visit today.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long. From the morning with their $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Back for the top of the 7th and how this one has turned. 5 runs in the bottom of the 6th for Carson-Newman to take the 5-3 lead as we head to the top of the 7th frame. Newberry playing from behind for the first time this afternoon. Here's Cade Faircloth stepping in. First pitch from Griff Hughes is in there for strike 1. Crooked number on the scoreboard for the Eagles is 5. Again, 5 runs coming all in the bottom of the 6th. The difference being that Dalton McLean 2 RBI single as Hughes leaves this one outside. Ball 1. Looking back at that inning, Carson-Newman scored a run on an error and a hit by pitch, and then an RBI single. 2 RBI single from McLean and an RBI single from Trey Miller to make it 5-3. 1-1 the count to Faircloth. Hughes leaves it inside off the glove of Castellana for ball 2. So the Eagles do capitalize on the second inning of having bases loaded with nobody out. As here's the 2-1, Hughes to Faircloth. Nice breaking ball for strike 2. Faircloth in the box, Jolly on deck, Henry Gibson in the hole for the Newberry Wolves here in the top of the 7th. Again, playing from behind for the first time this afternoon. Here's a 2-2 from Hughes. Inside, ball 3. So Noah Pridmore got the start. Did his job. We'll take a look at his line in a moment. Hughes has came in for him as here's the payoff. Inside corner called strike 3. Cade Faircloth down on strikes. Griff Hughes locks him up at the knees for out number 1. Looking at that one, just gets the inside corner on the fastball. Faircloth didn't know what to do with that one. Perfectly placed pitch from Griff. First pitch to Jolly is in there, strike one. So looking back at Noah Pridmore, 5 2/3. 6 hits, 3 runs, none of them earned. First 4 strikeouts. As Hughes winds up, the 0-1. Down the middle, strike 2. Once Griff Hughes gets in a rhythm, it's hard to get him out. As he's right back on the mound, ready to go. No balls, 2 strikes to count. To Henry Gibson, the pitch. Grounded up the middle, a diving attempt by Nathan right past his outstretched glove. And that's a 1-out single for Rhett Jolly. Got a pinch hitter stepping in for Newberry. It's going to be number 13, Hunter French. So French comes in. Taking Hunter Gibson's spot in the order. I'm assuming he'll come out and play first. So runner on first, tying run at the dish, and French here at top 7. Carson-Newman leads 5-3 here on the Eagle Sports Network as lefty Hughes comes set and fires outside corner for strike 1. So Hunter French hitting 405 at-bats. He's got 2 hits and an RBI. And limited action through the first 11 games of the season. No balls, 1 strike to count. Hughes comes set. Look over at first. And a bang-bang play at first base. Jolly just in ahead of the tag. Doesn't get much closer than that. As we'll take a look at it right here. Hughes, that was close. Travis applied the tag, maybe just a hair late. As Hughes will take another look. This one not as close as Jolly is back in safely. Hughes comes set, takes a look over at first. He'll come home with the 0-1, right down the middle, strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 down. As Griff Hughes approaching a full innings work. Has thrown 2/3 so far. The next out, we'll have a full inning of work here in this one. Here's the 0-2. Just misses, ball 1. One ball and 2 strikes to count. As Hughes will set the 1-2 pitch. Down the middle, strike 3. French thought that one was low, but it just clips the bottom part of the zone for strike 3. And there's 2 away. Maybe a hair low, but Griff Hughes gets the benefit of the doubt for his second strikeout of the inning. Here's Jesse Free with Jolly leading off first. Hughes comes home. Check swing foul ball as that one goes off to the right. Seems with Griff Hughes, especially with Rhett Jolly over there at first, his pickoff move kind of catches hitters off guard a little bit because he's got a pretty deceptive pickoff move over to first. Here's the 0-1. That's high. Count moves 1 ball and 1 strike. We've seen these Newberry hitters be a bit behind on pitches, especially with Griff Hughes' tendency to check over, as Rhett Jolly has a sizable lead at first base. Here's the 1-1. This one lifted out to left, going back. Denton on the run to the wall. That'll get down. Jolly rounds second. Now he'll round third and come home. Cut off by Gibson and left. The throw home to Castellana is not in time. An RBI double for Jesse Free, and Newberry is within 1. Nice throw home by Gibson, just skipped in a bit too late to Castellana. And Newberry is within 1 run on the RBI double. That scores Rhett Jolly. So Jesse Free on second for Cooper Gentry. As Hughes sets and deals. Gentry swings and misses for strike 1. So nice response from Newberry as this game has picked up considerably here in the last couple innings. Scoreless up to the top of the fifth. Now it's a 5-4 ball game. As Hughes sets the 0-1. This one lifted out to right. McLean on the run, trailing back to the warning track, and he makes the play for out number 3. So the tying run stranded in scoring position, but Newberry gets one back in the top of the 7th, cuts the lead to 5-4. Eagles lead. We'll be back with the bottom of the 7th here on the Eagles Sports Network.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
Bottom 7 on the Eagles Sports Network. Carson-Newman has the edge over Newberry, 5-4, as the Wolves strike back with an RBI double, but a nice play by Dalton McLean for out number 3 to end the threat and leave that tying run in scoring position. John Rawlings back out there for the Wolves here in the bottom of the 7th, as he's rounding up his warm-up on the mound. It'll be Will Gibbs to step to the plate, then James Denton. As we go through 2, 3, 4 in the Eagles order, Gibbs, Denton, Floyd do up for Carson-Newman. Dating back to the 6th, Dalton McLean gave the Eagles the lead with a 2 RBI single. Trey Miller tagged out trying to go second to third. Nonetheless, the damage was done with the 2 runs crossing the plate. So the Eagles lead 5-4 after trailing this one by as much as 3-0. As the first pitch to Gibbs skips in for ball 1. All 5 runs coming in the 6th for Carson-Newman. As Gibbs, who's had a solid start to his campaign, 385 on the year. Here's 1-0. Inside corner called strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody on, nobody out for Gibbs. Eagles may be looking for a little bit of separation here later in this one. As Rawlings will fire. Catches the outside corner, called strike 2. James Denton on deck. He has a triple and a single. 2 for 3 on the afternoon. Gibbs so far 0 for 2. The 1-2. Just high, ball 1. So Newberry and the Eagles will return here to the Silver Diamond Baseball Complex tomorrow afternoon. Noon first pitch to kick off a doubleheader. And it'll kick off a busy day on the Eagles Sports Network as the 2-2 is outside ball 3. Andrew Rogers and Adam Cavalier will have your calls of the women's and men's basketball games in Limestone. Final road trip for the Eagles on the hardwood before returning home for Mars Hill next week. The 3-2 is swung on a miss, strike 3. And Gibbs is down on strikes for the first out of the inning. Nice pitch from Rawlings again, tailing out of the zone to get Gibbs to offer at it. Here's James Denton, a lefty stepping in with 1 down. Here's a pitch from Rawlings. This one skied high towards Freed in center field. Excuse me, that's Ford over on it, and he'll make the play for out number 2. Quick 2 outs for Rawlings here in the 7th, as that'll bring Logan Floyd to the plate with 2 down and no one on. Rawlings inherited a tough situation in the 6th, but allowed a couple runs. just an inning ago, as Floyd watches the first pitch on the outside corner, called strike one. Nick Castellano on deck with Harrison Travis in the hole as Floyd looks to keep the inning alive for Carson-Newman. Here's the 0-1. Watching down low, ball one. Really nice afternoon here at Silver Diamond Baseball Complex. Decent crowd out this afternoon for the first of three between Carson-Newman and Newberry as a 1-1 to Floyd. Chopped high towards short. Leshko picks it up. Throw to first is in time for out number 3. The Wolves work a 1-2-3, bottom of the 7th, and come up to the plate trailing by 1 in the top of the 8th. We'll be right back here on the Eagle Sports Network.
Sure, we've been around a while, 171 years to be exact. We know the power of a liberal arts-based Christian education and the tremendous potential of what can be found on this campus, within this community. We are adventurers, dreamers, believers, passionate and compassionate, curious and clever, driven by a common purpose towards a common goal.
I found my passion.
I found purpose.
We are Carson-Newman.
What will you find?
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Top 8 at the Silver Diamond Baseball Complex. Carson-Newman leads Newberry 5-4 with a couple defensive adjustments. Carson-Newman subbing in Sam Stern in left and Spencer Bright taking over the signal calling duties behind the dish. So just 2 changes for the Eagles here in the top of the 8th. And we'll have a pinch hitter stepping in for the Wolves. So Luke Compton subbed out of the game. It'll be Jomar Lugo to step to the dish to lead off the top of the 8th inning. So Lugo up to the plate, his first at-bat of this afternoon's contest. Griff Hughes back out on the mound for Carson-Newman. First pitch to Lugo, taken down the middle, called strike one. Leshko on deck, then we'll head back to the top for Donovan Ford. 8-9-1 in the Newberry order as the 0-1. Taken same spot, same result, strike two. 5-4 Eagles out in front, again using all 5 of those runs in the bottom of the 6th to take the lead. The 0-2 is lined out to center, that's a base hit. Lugo with a pinch hit single as he's aboard with the leadoff knock. The tying run is aboard. Go ahead run at the plate for Newberry here in the top of the 8th inning. As it looks like we'll have a change. Griff Hughes' day may be coming to a close after an inning and a third. We will have a pitching change. So Hughes exits. He came in for Pridmore. We'll see the new arm is for the Eagles. I believe it will be Jake Wright taking the rubber here in the 8th. 5-4 ball game. Carson-Newman out in front, but the tying run is aboard. Go ahead run at the plate on the other side here on the Eagle Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City has deals for Carson-Newman students. Bring in your valid student ID when you order for pickup or delivery, and Domino's in Jefferson City will give you a steaming hot large one-topping pizza for $4.99. That's a large one-topping pizza for Carson-Newman students for $4.99 at Domino's in Jeff City. Call 865-471-6700 to order. That's 865-471-6700. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Okay, let's see. I'm ready to do this. Carson-Newman. It's been around since 1851. Lots of flexible online programs. Wow. World-class accredited academics. A faith and learning environment with professors who really care about me. A top 10 best value school. Carson-Newman gives $48 million a year in financial aid. This is the perfect place. I'm in.
It's Jake Wright coming to the ball game for the Eagles. The all-sack selection will step onto the mound. Nobody out. Runner on first for Newberry. As Wright will set and deal to Leschko. High for ball one. So 1 ball and no strikes to the 9-hole hitter Leschko. So I believe we have a pinch runner out there as well for Newberry. Leschko squares around the bunt, pulls back for ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes to Leschko. Wright sets and fires. Leschko takes high for ball 3. So Jake Wright coming into a 5-4 ball game, taking over for Griff Hughes. Third pitcher of the day for the Eagles. As here's a 3-0. Inside, ball 4. And a 4-pitch walk for Leschko. Update on the pinch runner, it's Brody Winter, number 19. Out there for the Newberry Wolves. As back to the top we go for Donovan Ford. He squares around the bump, pulls back inside, ball 1. Tying run in scoring position as Winter stands on second. Leschko aboard first after the walk. Inning started off with a Jamar Lugo single. Here's a 1-0. Free once again, squares around the bump, pulls back, and that one's inside, ball 2. Spencer Bright will come out and have a quick chat with Jake Wright, and head coach Tom Griffin will join him out on the mound as Wright's thrown 6 straight balls to start his afternoon. Taking a look at the Eagles pitching staff. First of all, Jake Wright's numbers are simply fantastic so far this year. 6 2/3 innings pitched, 1 hit allowed, 2 walks, and 16 strikeouts. So Jake Wright, deservedly so, gets that all-sack nod in the preseason. And he's been nothing short of that here in the early season. But other arms for the Eagles, Noah Pridmore tosses a majority of 5 2/3. Griff Hughes comes in for the next inning and a third. Now it's Jake Wright. 2-0 the count to Ford as he takes high for ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes. Nobody out. Runners on first and second for the Newberry Wolves, trailing by 1. Wright sets at the belt, the 3-0. That one's a hair high, ball 4. So back-to-back 4-pitch walks, and that will load the bases for the top of the order. It's Jacob LeBron stepping in. And a big jam for Jake Wright here. Righty-lefty matchup here as Wright comes set. Pitch in there for strike 1. Right back in the strike column after 8 straight balls. As the lefty LeBron awaits the 0-1, the pitch. Swing and a miss outside, strike 2. Well, they're going to call a balk on Jake Wright. That will score the runner from third. So Winter comes in and touches home. Not exactly sure what the call was for. We'll take a look at the replay. As we'll take a look at Wright's delivery here. Not sure what they called him on there as LeBron fouls this one off, strike 2 as the count resets to 0-1. So no balls and 2 strikes. Didn't see on the delivery what was called on Jake Wright there, but a costly mistake. As it's now 5-all. And the runners move over to second and third. So the go-ahead run 90 feet away just like that for the Wolves. 0-2 the count to LeBron, the pitch. Skied high left side. Astern giving chase and foul ground, and he'll watch it go out of play. So a runner comes in to score on the balk. And Newberry with a run in each of the back-to-back innings, the 7th and the 8th, has tied this one up back at 5. What a game it's been here in the opener. As right set steals the 0-2 to LeBron. Skied high left side. Floyd over on it, but he'll watch it go out of play. Count remains no balls and 2 strikes. LeBron in the box, Faircloth on deck, Jolly in the hole for Newberry. 5-5 your score. Newberry with the chance to get back in front. Again, Newberry led this one as much as 3-0, but Carson-Newman's clawed back. All 5 runs coming there in the bottom of the 6th. Newberry has been able to score in each of the last 4 frames as this one's fouled off again. Count remains 0-2. A burst from the Eagles in the 6th, but Newberry's scoring has been distributed across these last 4 innings. 1 in the 5th to open up the scoring, 2 in the top of the 6th. Now 1 so far on each of the 7th and the 8th. Still nobody out for right in the Eagles as the 0-2 fouled off again. As LeBron not making it easy on the All-South Atlantic Conference closer. Number 42 in blue on the mound comes set. Here's the 0-2. That one stays high, ball 1. Second and third for Newberry, 5-5 score in the top of the 8th. As Wright takes a brief look back at second, comes home with a 1-2. Skied high, left side towards the stern and left. It's off the glove of Gibson, and it gets down. So it goes off the glove of Aiden Gibson at short. Kind of a fly ball in no man's land. And that'll put a runner on first. So a tough play, as you saw 2 Eagles right there, Gibson and a Stern. Neither of them could make the play. And still nobody out. Bases are loaded. Wasn't going to be deep enough to score the runner from third. But the Eagles unable to get the out. As here's the first pitch to Faircloth. It's in there for strike 1. Forced out of any bag. So the Eagles playing the corner infield a little bit closer to the lip of the grass. Here's the 0-1. Flied right side, foul. No balls and 2 strikes to the dangerous Faircloth, who came into this one hitting .361. Jolly on deck. As right set steals the 0-2. This one looped out towards second and caught by the second baseman Nathan for an important out, number 1. So soft contact by Faircloth right there, and the out's recorded. As that'll give way to Rhett Jolly. Be huge for Wright to get out of this jam and keep it tied. As Newberry's got bases loaded with 1 away. The pitch to Jolly, grounded up the middle to Nathan. Goes to second for 1, to first, in time for an inning-ending double play. The Eagles get out of it. Nathan turns to Gibson, and the throw to first is in time. Harrison Travis with the stretch, and the Eagles keep this game tied. Nathan had trouble handling it at first, but retrieves it and makes the play. We head to the bottom of the 8th. Carson-Newman and Newberry all tied up at 5 here on the Eagle Sports Network.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
The number 1 source for Carson-Newman athletics gear is shopcneagles.com, where you can find gear from Adidas, Columbia, Nike, and Under Armour. Shirts, jerseys, sweatshirts, shorts, pants, hats, and scarves. Shopcneagles.com is your source for everything CN. You can even show your school spirit on your smartphone or tablet. All of your game day essentials can be found in one place. Shop SeeingEagles.com.
Back for the bottom of the 8th, Carson-Newman and Newberry all tied up at 5 after Newberry strikes back with 1, but great job by the middle infield to turn a double play to end the inning. As Rawlings back on the mound, Spencer Bright up to the plate, and he takes strike 1. Bright still looking for his first hit on the young season as he subbed in behind the plate for Nick Castellana. Here's the 0-1, chopped foul. So Bright, Travis, and Gibson do up for the Eagles. Here in the bottom half of the 8th, looking to get at least one and take the lead into the 9th, with Jake Wright likely to come back out to try and close the game. 0-2 the count. Pitch to Bright, fouled off right side, giving chase is French, but will watch it roll up the hill foul. It's been a fun game, especially in the middle innings. Was a slow start for both sides. Much credit to the pitching of the Wolves and the Eagles. Pridmore with the start for Carson-Newman. Chinpire with the start for Newberry. Both were productive as the 0-2 to Bright popped up behind the plate, foul. It's been John Rawlings for the last couple innings as he's thrown 2, 3 hits, 3 strikeouts as well on 36 pitches. As he sets, steals the 0-2. Bright chops this one left side, and once again foul. Good fight in the box from Spencer Bright as he looks to work himself aboard. Again, the Eagles have scored all 5 of their runs there in the bottom half of the 6th. They really capitalize a couple times having bases loaded as the 0-2 popped up right side. French in foul ground will make the play for out number 1. Here's Harrison Travis. Nobody on and 1 down for the Eagles' first baseman. Again, it's just a matter of time before Harrison Travis gets it going at the plate. Comes in this one hitting just 138 on the year, but he's had a couple good swings today as he watches outside for ball 1. 0 for 1 is Travis with a fly out to center, a walk and a hit by pitch. Hit by pitch that scored 1 in that 5-run 6th inning. Travis watches outside again, ball 2. Top 8 here at Silver Diamond Baseball Complex. Newberry jumped out to a 3-0 lead. Carson-Newman took the lead in the 6th with 5 runs as Travis watches down the middle for strike 1. Newberry has since scored a pair of runs, one in the 7th, one in the 8th, to draw this one back even, but had a chance to take the lead in the top of the 8th, but an inning-ending double play as the 2-1 dribbled out to short. Lashko scoops it up, throw to first, stretch by French, and the throw's in time for out number 2. The Carson-Newman side seemed to think he was safe, pulling his foot off the bag as Tom Griffin hoping to chat with the field umpires and get an explanation. As we'll take a look at the replay of that here in a moment, see if we can get a good angle on whether or not that foot was pulled off the first base bag. As Tom Griffin's going to have a chat with Walter Alexander, the first base umpire. He did not like that call in the stretch by French, as Travis still standing aboard first. And now a discussion with Calvin Griffin behind the dish, see if he had any other vantage point on that play. It was hard to tell from here, but certainly an awkward stretch from Hunter French as Leshko's throw, I think it pulled him off the bag. but he's called out regardless. The call on the field stands after the discussion between the umpires. Tough break for Carson-Newman because I think the Eagles certainly had a case there, but nonetheless, it's out number 2. Aiden Gibson steps in with 2 away after the 6-3 controversial out for the second of the inning. Gibson skies it right side foul. Gibson 1 for 3 today, as his average jumps 3 points from the start of this game. Sat at 300 now at 303. As Rawlings sets, looks home. The 0-1. Check swing, foul ball off the bat of Gibson for strike 2. Trey Miller on deck in the hole. Cole Nathan, who's hitless today, but his defense has been the highlight. He's turned 2 double plays this afternoon, one of which kept Newberry from taking the lead back. That one's inside, ball 1. Gibson thought it clipped him. Calvin Griffin did not make any such call, as Gibson will reluctantly trek back to the batter's box. Pretty decisive there by Aiden Gibson, as he immediately took his base, but Calvin Griffin helping him get back in the box. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. As Rawlings, low in his stance, deals a 1-2. Swing and a miss outside, strike 3. Gibson retired to end the bottom of the 8th. We head to the 9th, tie ball game. We'll be back with a decisive 9th inning right here on the Eagles Sports Network.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
New pitcher in the game for the Eagles. In the top of the 9th is Jacob Overbeck, taking the ball from Jake Wright, 4th Eagles pitcher we've seen this afternoon. After Wright tosses an inning, Overbeck will face French to start off the 9th. Tie ball game 5-5. As this one's been a lot of fun in the series opener between Carson-Newman and Newberry. French chops this one left side towards Floyd, finds his glove, throw to first in time for out number 1. Quick first out for Overbeck out of the bullpen. As Jesse Free steps in. Carson-Newman can hold this to a 5-5 game. The Eagles will have a chance to walk it off in the 9th. But still some work left to do, as that one's right down the middle for strike 1. Overbeck sets the 0-1 pitch. In there, strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 away. As Jesse Free will step back in. On deck, Cooper Gentry. As Overbeck sets the 0-2. Inside, ball 1. So again, tomorrow, noon first pitch between Carson-Newman and Newberry to kick off a doubleheader. Second game will get started roughly around 3 o'clock, depending on the length of that game 1. It's a 1-2, chopped right back to Floyd. He scoops it up. The throw to first, also in time for out number 2. 2 nice plays from Logan Floyd have the Eagles in good position here with 2 down. That's a pretty routine play for Logan Floyd. Scoops it up and throws to first for the second out. Overbeck looking for a 1-2-3 to get the Eagles to the plate with a chance to walk it off. First pitch is outside, ball 1. Sun's shining here on a sunny afternoon in Jefferson City, Tennessee. Some overcast came in for a little while, but now the sun is back shining here at Silver Diamond Baseball Complex. The 1-0 is swung on a miss down low, strike one. Looks like Brody Winter will hit. He pinch ran for Jamar Lugo after his leadoff single just an inning ago. Here's a 1-1. Chopped out to short. Gibson takes a couple steps back, gloves it, throw to first in time for out number 3. Jacob Overbeck works a 1-2-3 top of the ninth, and the Eagles come to the plate with a chance to walk it off in the bottom. 5-5. We'll be back with the bottom of the ninth inning here on the Eagles Sports Network.
There's something about a small community that unites us, whether it's cheering on our favorite team or the way we come together in a crisis. Small communities are made up of people with big hearts. We're dedicated to hard work and innovation through sunny days and stormy nights. AEC is always here, powering the people and the places that make our community a spectacular place to call home. AEC, power what matters most.
Insurance, it's about people, not things. It's about security. It's about confidence. It's about relationships. It's about trust. It's about you. As a local independent agent, Bible Insurance Agency can design an insurance program that's just right for you and your family. Give the people you love safe, sound, secure protection from Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown.
New arm in for Newberry, looking to keep Carson-Newman from walking this one off. It's 5-5, bottom 9. Braden Gilson coming into the game for the Newberry Wolves. Carson-Newman looking for its first run since the 6th inning, where it scored 5 runs to take the lead at the time. Since then, Newberry has tied it up, so Carson-Newman looking for its only other inning of scoring other than the 6th inning. The Eagles doing all its action there in the 6th as Gilson getting warmed up on the rubber. Seems like he's got some nice breaking balls as he'll get ready for the bottom of the 9th. It'll be Trey Miller, Cole Nathan, the back to the top for Dalton McLean. Eagles can get it done here in the bottom of the 9th and start this series off with a win. Trey Miller stepping up, getting an RBI single in his last at-bat. He's 1 for 3. And here we go, bottom 9, Carson-Newman and Newberry in the first of 3. 2 coming tomorrow, but the Eagles looking to get back in the win column. I've dropped 2 in a row. As Gilson fires, first pitch to Miller, inside corner, called strike 1. Trey Miller hitting in the 8th spot. Miller has all the qualities of a leadoff guy, so it's a big benefit to have him in the 8 hole as this one chopped over to third, free over to first for out number 1. Hard hit ball by Miller, but right to the glove of Jesse Free. As it'll be the freshman, Cole Nathan. One away, nobody on for Nathan. He's had a couple opportunities today with runners aboard. He's put forth some competitive swings, but still hitless so far on this one with 2 strikeouts as Gilson sets and deals. That's in there for strike 1. Second consecutive pitcher for Newberry that we've seen that has a sort of sweeping arm motion, almost not too low for a submarine style pitch, but fairly close as the 0-1 breaks in for strike 2. True freshman Nathan out of Knoxville, Tennessee, facing an 0-2 count against Braden Gilson. The 0-2 just high, ball 1. Newberry's dug out one of that one. Can't blame him, didn't miss by much, but nonetheless the count moves 1 ball and 2 strikes. Top of the order awaiting in Dalton McLean and Will Gibbs on deck and in the hole. 1-2, chopped right side towards first. Winter backs up, makes the play, and he'll take it himself to first. Shooting that's French at first. Ground out unassisted to first for out number 2. So McLean looks to keep the inning alive for Carson-Newman, and keep the chance of a walk-off in the ninth alive. 5-5 the score, bottom 9. As the Eagles and the Wolves, and pretty awesome contest here in game 1. First pitch to McLean, fouled off for ball 1. Gibbs on deck. A Stern in the hole. He subbed in for Denton and left, so more likely than not, he'll come to the plate. Maybe not in the 9th, but in the 10th. There's McLean, dribbles it right side. Nice play on a knee by French, and he takes it himself for out number 3. So 1-2-3 for Gilson, keeps the Wolves alive. And we'll take this one to extras. Top of the 10th on the way, 5-5 the score. We'll be right back here on the Eagle Sports Network.
Don't know what to wear on game day? Head over to shopseeandeagles.com for all of your Carson-Newman athletics gear. You can find clothing from Adidas, Columbia, Nike, and Under Armour to cover you from head to toe. ShopSeeingEagles.com also has duffel bags, backpacks, jewelry, pet supplies, and gifts. Don't waste any more time. Prove you are the ultimate Carson-Newman fan with the official gear of the Eagles at ShopSeeingEagles.com. Visit today.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long, from the morning with her $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
The Eagles head to extras for the first time here in 2024, facing off against the preseason favorite in the South Atlantic Conference, the Newberry Wolves. It's 5 apiece as we head to the top of the 10th. Brody Winter steps up to face off against Jacob Overbeck, who leaves the first one low for ball 1. Crooked number on the scoreboard, as we talked about. 5 runs in the 6th for the Eagles. All to speak of offensively as Winter slices it left side, a foul ball. Brody Winter, just 1 hit so far this year. But looking for a big one here in a tie ball game in the top of the 10th inning. Let's go on deck, then we'll head back to the top for Donovan Ford. Here in the 10th is the 1-1 from Overbeck, skied high towards McLean and right. He's back on it near the track. He'll make the play for out number 1. A deep fly out, and the wind likely playing a role there, carrying that one a little bit further. That would have gone with no wind in play. Nonetheless, McLean makes the play for out number 1. Here's KJ Leshko. He's 0 for 4, 0 for 3 this afternoon. Grounded into a double play, strikeout. Another ground out in addition to a walk. First pitch to him, chopped towards Logan Floyd. He leaps to make the play. The throw is in time for out number 2. Nice play by Floyd, who's had himself a busy afternoon. It's really been that left side of the infield that's been busy as Floyd comes up and makes the play for the second out. Donovan Ford in the box as we go back to the top for Newberry to kick off the 6th trip through the order. Overbeck looking for back-to-back 1, 2, 3 innings. Here's a pitch. Fouled off. LeBron on deck, Faircloth in the hole, but Overbeck looking to end the top of the 10th right here with his matchup against Donovan Ford, who's reached twice on errors and came around to score once. Here's the 0-1. Just inside, ball 1. The Eagles will send Will Gibbs, Sam Stern, and Logan Floyd to the plate in the bottom of the 10th as Ford fouls it off. The count now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Carson-Newman playing his first South Atlantic Conference game other than Tusculum in the midweek that did not count towards the league standings. First South Atlantic Conference series this season. Here's a 1-2. Popped up high right side. Travis will watch it over the hill, foul. Carson-Newman looking to get its South Atlantic Conference season off on the right foot and a chance to do so, especially if Overbeck keeps the Newberry Wolves off the scoreboard here in the 10th inning, excuse me. Overbeck sets the 1-2. Low and away, ball 2. First time the Eagles are in extras, but Newberry has had a little bit of experience in extra innings, a 13-inning loss to Francis Marion in the season opener. As here's a 2-2. Ford down the right field line, but it'll tail foul. So a nice fight in the box from Donovan Ford. As the count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs for Overbeck in this Eagles defense. Trying to keep the game tied up at 5, top 10. As a 2-2, low and away, ball 3. Ford, a dangerous base runner, and he's been aboard twice. Certainly made an impact on the base pass this afternoon. Awaits a 3-2. Overbeck sets the payoff. Popped up right side, and it'll go foul once again. Ford not making it easy on the right-handed reliever for the Eagles in Jacob Overbeck, who's now through an inning and 2/3 of work. A 3 flat ERA on the year through 6 innings pitched. The next 3-2 from Overbeck. Takes a long look home. Here's the pitch. This one lined towards left. Astern coming in and makes a diving play. Sam Astern laying out full Superman. Makes the play for out number 3. And this game remains tied. We head to the bottom of the 10th. Eagles and Wolves tied up at 5 here on the Eagles Sports Network.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
Bottom 10 here at Silver Diamond Baseball Complex. Sam Astern ends the threat in the top of the 10th. Donovan Ford likely to get extra bases if that ball gets by him, but Astern makes the inning-ending diving play to give way to the Eagles in the bottom half of the 10th. Here's Will Gibbs. He'll try and lay down a bunt, and he will. Gibbs trying to race it out, throw to first is in time by Jolly. Out number 1. Braden Gilson still in the ball game for Newberry. 1-2-3 inning for him last time out. As here is Sam Astern. Diving play to end the top of the 10th. Now have a chance to make an impact at the plate in the bottom. First pitch from Gilson. Breaks, finds the inside corner. What a pitch. That looked like it was going to get Sam Astern, but it tailed back in and found the inside corner for strike 1. Righty-righty matchup here with Gilson and Astern. Here's the pitch. Outside corner, strike 2. Floyd on deck. Bright in the hole for the Eagles. As Carson-Newman looks for his first base runner in extras. The 0-2. Astern chops it foul. Count remains 0-2. If this is any indicator of the rest of this series, it's sure to be a fun one to open South Atlantic Conference play for Carson-Newman. As the 0-2, that one stays inside, doesn't break as much as the first one from Gilson. And the count 1-2. Stern looking to work his way aboard here in the bottom of the 10th and put the winning run on base. The 1-2. Looped towards shallow right, but it's gloved by the second base. Gilson back on the rubber. First pitch of the at-bat to Floyd. Fouled off right side. Gilson's done a nice job on the mound. It's really a benefit for Newberry to have two guys out of the pen, especially here in game one, that have a different delivery than the starter, Tyler Chinpire, who had a nice start. It's been Rawlings and now Gilson with a looping breaking ball. Floyd chops it out to third. Free throws. Nice dig by French on the stretch for out number 3. The 10th inning has concluded. We'll head to the 11th. 10 innings not enough to decide this one. We'll be right back. It's 5-5 here on the Eagle Sports Network.
Sure, we've been around a while, 171 years to be exact. We know the power of a liberal arts-based Christian education and the tremendous potential of what can be found on this campus, within this community. We are adventurers, dreamers, believers, passionate and compassionate, curious and clever, driven by a common purpose towards a common goal.
I found my passion.
I found purpose.
We are Carson-Newman.
What will you find?
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Top 11 between the Eagles and the Wolves, 5-5 your score. Made a comment earlier about how this game was going so breezily, and maybe I just shouldn't have said anything because we're in the top of the 11th inning. This one has gone on, but a really fun one between the Eagles and the Wolves is the first pitch. To LeBron is in there for strike one. No balls and one strike to count. Here's a pitch from Overbeck. His line left side is Stern on the run again, and he makes another great play on the run for out number 1. Back-to-back huge outs by Sam Stern dating back to the 10th. As he ranges over to his right, grabs it almost off the shoelaces for out number 1. Here's Cade Faircloth with one down. Overbeck sets. First pitch. In there, strike one. Red Jolly on deck for the Wolves. As Overbeck looks to work another scoreless frame. The 0-1. Inside. As Faircloth had to dance away out of harm's way. 2 1/3 so far for Overbeck, still going strong. As the count sits at 1-1. The pitch outside, ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike to count to the Wolves' left fielder, who's had himself a nice day. 2 singles and an RBI to his name as well. Here's a 2-1. This one grounded up the middle, and another single for Cade Faircloth past the outstretched arms of Aiden Gibson. And Newberry has a go-ahead run on first base. Rhett Jolly stepping up to the dish. As you see, Faircloth took that one right back where it came from. Nice attempt by Gibson trying to lay out, make the play, just not long enough to get there. Faircloth takes his lead off first. Jolly steps in, the right-handed Overbeck. Deals the first pitch. Faircloth takes off from first. A throw from Bright is on line and in time. What a throw. Spencer Bright on a rope. Cole Nathan applies the tag, and that's the second out of the inning. Takes Faircloth off the base pass. Just what a throw. A laser right on the line to Nathan, who knew it as soon as he applied the tag. As a count, 1 ball and no strikes. Jolly lines it left side, a base hit, as he takes Faircloth spot on first with 2 down. Here's Hunter French. Still, what a big play by Spencer Bright. Coming in for Nick Castellana in the last couple innings, and he just made a really big play in this ball game. First pitch is low for ball 1. Jolly takes his lead off first after the 2-out single. Overbeck sets and deals. The 1-0 is looped to shallow right. That'll get down. Jolly rounds second. He'll take off for third. And Gibson cuts off the throw. First and third now for Newberry with 2 down. 3 straight singles for the Wolves as Jolly trots first to third. Here's Jesse Free. Go ahead and run 90 feet away as French gets just enough of that one. Tom Griffin's going to come out and chat with Jacob Overbeck. Still going back to that play from Spencer Bright. The go-ahead run would have already come in to score. So first and third for Newberry as Griffin's going to chat with his whole infield here. Let's take a look at the pitching lines for both sides as the infield comes in to meet with Coach Griffin. 5 innings for Chinpire, 4 hits, 2 earned runs, 3 walks, 2 strikeouts. Rawlings came in for the next 3, allows 3 hits with 4 strikeouts, and now Gilson, pretty perfect line so far, 2 innings pitched, no hits, no runs. For the Eagles, it was Noah Pridmore who got the start. Went 5 2/3, 6 hits, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts. Griff Hughes came in for the next inning in the third, allowed 2 runs on 3 hits. 2 strikeouts. Jake Wright tossed an inning, 1 hit, 2 walks, but he's able to get out of it. And now Jacob Overbeck for the last 2 1/3, or 2 2/3, the next third being very important with the go-ahead run standing on third base. He'll face off with Jesse Free. Talks concluded. This one's inside for ball 1. Free with a chance to give Newberry the lead late. 5-5 your score in what's been a great game between these two teams. Overbeck sets at the belt. Here's a 1-0. In there, strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 down. 3 singles for the Wolves here in the 11th. Faircloth started it off. Jolly got 1, who stands on third. And then French with the single to put runners on the corners. The 1-1 outside. Bright fakes a throw as French takes off and takes second. 2 balls and 1 strike the count as now runners on second and third with 2 down. The righty Overbeck ready to deal to the right-handed Free. The 2-1. Grounded up the middle towards Gibson at short. Scoops it up on a hop. Throw across a diamond is not in time. The dive by Free gets him in there in time, and it scores the 6th and go-ahead run here in the 11th. Tom Griffin is distraught down the third baseline as he'll have a conversation with the first base umpire, Walter Alexander. Bang, bang play. Let's see. Throws in time. The throw was in time to get the runner going to first base, but Free awarded first base on the dive. Close play, but it looked like it beat him by just a hair. We'll see what the umpires decide here. Hard to tell, but it looked like the throw beat him. Gibson's throw should have been out number 3.
It's a no-brainer.
The discussion here between the umpires, not sure if it'll change anything. And he's called out. He is called out. That is the right call on the field to get Jesse Free. Looking at replay, got him by at least a step. So we'll head to the bottom half of the 11th inning. tie ball game. Eagles will have a chance to win it. What a game we have. We'll be right back here on the Eagles Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City has deals for Carson-Newman students. Bring in your valid student ID when you order for pickup or delivery, and Domino's in Jefferson City will give you a steaming hot large one-topping pizza for $4.99. That's a large one-topping pizza for Carson-Newman students for $4.99 at Domino's in Jeff City. Call 865-471-6700 to order. That's 865-471-6700. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Okay, let's see. I'm ready to do this. Carson-Newman. It's been around since 1851. Lots of flexible online programs. Wow. World-class accredited academics. A faith and learning environment with professors who really care about me. A top 10 best value school. Carson-Newman gives $48 million a year in financial aid. This is the perfect place. I'm in.
Back on the Eagles Sports Network, really tight play to end the top of the 11th. We had the benefit of replay up here in the booth. And looking at it, Harrison Travis did have his foot on the bag. Free's dive was just behind the throw. And upon discussion, it was ruled that Free was out. So it keeps the game tied as Spencer Williams will come in to pinch hit. Here in the 11th. So Williams will pinch hit for Spencer Bright as he takes outside for ball one. Going back to that play, it's really tight. Harrison Travis initially ruled that his foot was off the bag. Upon discussion, they decided that Travis was there. 1-0 the count to Williams. He takes outside corner from Gilson, strike one. The discussion wasn't about whether the throw beat him. It did. But whether or not Travis's foot was attached to the bag, as here's a 1-1. Williams fouls it off left side. The count moves 1 ball and 2 strikes. Travis on deck, Gibson in the hole as the Eagles need one to come across here in the 11th to win this ball game. As Gilson sets and deals. Williams takes outside, ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, no one on, no one out. For Spencer Williams, who, looking back at that Cedarville series in the 8th 3-3 ball game, Williams launches a grand slam. This time, he lifts it out to center. Free has to take a couple steps back or forward to make the play for out number 1. So a hard hit fly out off the bat of the pinch hitter, Spencer Williams. Here's Harrison Travis. As we're here in the bottom of the 11th inning. 5-5 your score between these two sides. As Gilson will deal, Travis fouls it off right side, a laser that goes over towards Berktar Stadium, a foul ball. Travis 129 on the season, but certainly a talented player that the Eagles look to get going this year. Gilson sets and deals the 0-1. He takes high. Count moves 1 ball and 1 strike. One down, nobody aboard for the right-handed hitter, Harrison Travis. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Gibson on deck. Miller in the hole for Carson-Newman. The 1-2. Travis fouls it off again, stays alive. Gilson on the mound has done an admirable job for Newberry thus far. Through 2 1/3, no hits, no earned runs so far. The 1-2 to Travis, the off-speed fouled off. Count remains 1-2 to the Eagles' first baseman. As Gilson back on the rubber, takes a look home to Red Jolly behind home plate. Gilson sets, deals a 1-2 inside. Almost got Travis, but did not. The count moves 2 balls and 2 strikes. Gilson comes set, the 2-2. Travis pops it up high and out of play. Gilson only up to 22 pitches on the afternoon. He has 1 save on the season. ERA down to 6.75, allows 9 hits, 7 earned runs, and 9 1/3 innings pitched. As Travis fights it off again, count remains 2-2. Travis staying alive, fighting in the box, trying to put the game-winning run aboard for Carson-Newman. As a 2-2, high ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 away. With Aiden Gibson, the dangerous hitter, awaiting on deck. Gilson sets. Full count. Pitch. Fouled off. Harrison Travis continues to fight in this at-bat. Williams flies out to start the frame. Now Travis working a 3-2 count. Gilson deals. Travis lines it to center. It's a base hit. Harrison Travis, a hard-fought single in the box, and the game-winning run aboard for the Eagles. What an at-bat from Harrison Travis. Stays alive pitch after pitch. Found one he liked. Ripped it back up the middle. Here's Aiden Gibson. Runner on first, 1 down. And the Eagles only need 1. As the righty Gilson will set. The righty Gibson awaits the first pitch. It's outside, ball 1. .294 average for Gibson on the season. 1 for 4 this afternoon with a base knock. This one fought off right side. Travis was taken off on the pitch. He'll have to retreat. Count 1 ball and 1 strike to Gibson. Miller awaits on deck for Carson-Newman here in the bottom half of the 11th. Gilson comes set, looks home. Here's a 1-1. Gibson takes lone away, ball 2. 1 down here in the bottom half of the 11th. Neither team has scored since the 8th. Newberry had 1 to tie it up in the top of the 8th. As a look over to first to check on Travis. Throws behind him, not in time. Looking back at the scoring, Newberry started it off with 1 in the 5th, 2 in the 6th to make it 3-0, and then Carson-Newman takes a 5-3 lead with 5 in the 6th. Haven't scored in any other inning in this ballgame. The 2-1, fouled off right side. When the Eagles took the lead in the 6th, Newberry, with 1 in the 7th and 1 in the 8th, tied it back up, and since then, the relief arms have been the story, keeping this game tied up at 5. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 away. Travis leads off first. Gilson fires. Gibson watches on the sweeping breaking ball. Smart move there as it's outside, ball 3. Almost offered at that one. It was an enticing pitch to offer at the tailing ball out of the zone as the count's full. Look over to first to check on Travis. He's back in time, standing up. Big pitch up coming from Braden Gilson. As the Eagles look to move the winning run to scoring position. The 3-2. Gibson watches low, ball 4. Travis will move to second. Gibson now at first for Trey Miller. Harrison Travis represents the game-winning run with 1 down here in the bottom of the 11th. And I believe that will end the day for Braden Gilson. So another arm will come in to try and keep it scoreless for Newberry. Trey Miller awaits his chance to walk it off for Carson-Newman. First and second, 1 away. We'll be right back with a new arm for the Wolves here on the Eagles Sports Network.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
The #1 source for Carson-Newman athletics gear is shopseeandeagles.com, where you can find gear from Adidas, Columbia, Nike, and Under Armour. Shirts, jerseys, sweatshirts, shorts, pants, hats, and scarves. Shopseeandeagles.com is your source for everything CN. You can even show your school spirit on your smartphone or tablet. All of your game day essentials can be found in one place. Shopseeandeagles.com.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
New arm in for the Wolves, number 32, Colm O'Shea, standing at 6'6". Looks for the last 2 outs of the 11th, but the Eagles with a chance to walk it off. Trey Miller will come to the plate here in just a moment. And it looks like Carson Cochran will pinch hit for Cole Nathan. Now Luke Goforth is going to pinch run for Harrison Travis, so a little bit more speed on the base pass in the case that a ball gets to the infield. Goforth likely try and come in to score that game-winning run. 5-5 the score, bottom 11. Colm O'Shea into the ball game for Braden Gilson. Trey Miller stands in, awaiting the first pitch of the at-bat. O'Shea sets and deals. Swing and a miss down low, strike one. Miller in the box. Carson Cochran, the pinch hitter, on deck. Here in the bottom of the 11th. 5 runs on 13 hits for Newberry. 5 runs on 8 hits for Carson-Newman. Here's the 0-1. Low, ball 1. O'Shea, a 19.50 ERA in 6 innings pitched. 14 hits, 13 earned runs. Only 4 walks, though, so he finds his own quite often. As O'Shea sets and deals a 1-1. Miller chops it left side. Gloved by the third baseman, Free, and he'll tag third for out number 2. Really nice play by Free over at the hot corner. It looked like for a second that chopper was going to get over his head, but it did not. And he takes the force out at third. Really nice play by Free at third base. Thought about going to first to try and turn 2. But that moves Gibson to second. Miller on at first. That more likely than not would have scored the game-winning run, and Free keeps the Wolves alive for the time being. It's Carson Cochran to step in. First pitch of the at-bat is in there, strike one. Eagles looking to end it. Newberry looking to fight to the top of the 12th. The 6'6" righty looks home. The 0-1 is low. Good block by Jolly behind the dish to hold Gibson at second. Count moves 1 ball and 1 strike. Colm O'Shea into the ball game for Braden Gilson with one down in the bottom of the 11th. Gets the chopper forced out at third off the bat of Trey Miller on the fielder's choice. As here's the 1-1 to Cochran. He grounds it right side. That's through. Gibson rounding third. They're going to send him as the ball nicks off the glove of the right fielder. Throw home. Offline. Not in time. Aiden Gibson scores from second, and Carson Cochran walks it off. 6-5 final. Eagles win the series opener with Newberry. Nicked off the glove of Jacob LeBron in right, and Gibson avoids the tag at the plate ever so slightly, gets his hand in there, and the Eagles walk it off in the bottom half of the 11th. What a game here in game one of the 3-game set. Carson-Newman takes it 6-5, and we'll do it all again tomorrow. Noon first pitch to kick off a doubleheader of your coverage once again. Ryan Wilkes signing off on the Eagles Sports Network.